Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. A bit of a different stream this evening. We're here for some UEFA Europa Conference League qualification. It's Hibernian versus Aston Villa. Set to be a really exciting game. Harry, as a Villa fan, are you excited?
Very excited, very excited. Wasn't really expecting to do this game, but it was on, and why not, eh? Bit of Scottish football as well. You don't mind what we do.
I was going to say, have we ever watched? We've watched Rangers. It's the only Scottish I've ever seen on TFC Live. Yeah. I don't even think we've done a Celtic match before.
We will never do a Celtic match.
There is a Champions League final, maybe.
No. It's a really interesting game, this. I think Aston Villa returning to Europe in a very long time. Hibernian,
right, it's a decade. 2010-11 was the last time Aston Villa were in Europe.
Hibernian will just want to be happy to get there. They're here today. The home tie up first for them, so this is where it's all going to count. Villa, it's a very strong side for a game where you'd expect them to be a walk in the
But they
park.
want to guarantee it. For this game, it's just about putting it beyond doubt, making sure you're into the next round, and then you get to the proper European stage. Villa, it shows how much they care about the Conference League this season. It is obviously a massive thing for them. They'll be keen to get through this round easily, and then obviously make progress throughout the tournament, which I definitely think they can do. I think Villa have got a good chance of winning it, but they've got to win tonight, obviously. You can't win it if you're not even in the competition.
If you lose to Hibernian, then you don't deserve to win anything ever.
That's harsh. I imagine there's loads of Hibernian fans.
Hibernian are better than Hearts.
Yeah. There we go. Subscribe.
Yeah, up the Hibs.
You can't say that with a Villa shirt tonight. But yeah, chat's already looking very active. Let me just get up and say hello to everyone. In chat, we have Nick Knack, welcome to the stream. Qualifier, welcome to the stream as well. Didn't think you'd be doing this game, says Nick Knack. Emery ain't messing about. Is he? Strong lineup. It's a very strong team, yeah. We didn't think we'd be doing this game either. We just saw the match and thought, you know what, we've got nothing else on this week. We've got nothing on next week, bar the UCL draw. So we're doing a bit of back-to-back next Thursday, but no, not a load of stuff on. Might as well cover a bit of Conference League action. And it's still a decent game of football. Should still be a really interesting game of football.
Goals, because either Hibernian are going to pull off some mental upset, or Villa are going to cope.
There is no way this is 0-0.
This is no.
If it is, Hibernian have fallen off a brilliant game, so going to be interesting either way.
I have never known a broadcast to interview the set-piece coach.
Austin McPhee, set-piece coach, being interviewed by the BBC.
They're using Port Scotland.
Yeah, it's the only place we could find this game tonight. But yeah, should be a real good one. Shall we get into the lineups then? There's going to be a lot of players we're not too familiar with. I think there's a couple for Hibs we may well have heard of, but obviously Villa, we should be familiar with everyone in that team. So we'll start with Hibernian. I think the only player I know is on the bench.
Yeah.
Yep, fuming. I was about to just say his name. Oh no, I do know a couple others. All right. Let's start then. In goal, we have David Marshall, former QPR, Derby, Wigan, Hull, Norwich and Cardiff goalkeeper.
He's played in the Championship.
I was going to say, he's played football before. Flat back four then of Will Fish, who was a youngster at Manchester United. You've got Paul Hanlon, who's played at Hibs all his life. Oh, no, he hasn't. Who did he play for?
Go on, Paul.
No, he has played at Hibs all since 2009. And Lewis Stevenson, who has never played for anyone other than Hibs. 532 appearances for Stevenson.
That's his dedication.
You're
going to take this side to European football, maybe.
Then across the four, we have Lewis Miller. He's a youngster from Australia, joined last summer. Jordan Abita, people will remember from his days at Reading and most recently Wycombe Wanderers. He starts at left back. In midfield, it's Josh Campbell, who is a youngster who came through at Hibernian, has had many loans. Then partnering him is Joe Newell, who has been through the English football system and is now at Hibs. Attack midfield, it is Todi Yuan. Now I do recognise. He used to play for Nantes. So he's a decent prospect, now at Hibernian. Then the front two, it is Vente, not a large coffee. It's Dylan Vente. He used to be at Feyenoord, he's now at Hibernian. And he partners Martin Boyle, who looks like he's a journeyman, Australian journeyman.
Right.
Looks a decent player. So they're like a 3-4-1-2. We'll be interested to see how that looks in today's game. As for your favourites then, the travelling Aston Villa, in between the sticks, Emi Martinez, flat back four of Carlos, Konza, Torres and Digne. I'd imagine Carlos and Konza were the other way around.
Yeah,
Konza at right back, Carlos in defence. In centre half, Across the three, you got John McGinn, a former Hibernian player, of course. That's why I put him on the thumbnail tonight. He partners Camera and Louise. And then the front three, you've got Diaby on the right, Bailey on the left. Though those two could be the other way around. And then Ollie Watkins leads the line.
My thing is you'd expect it to be Emery's 4-4-2.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It definitely could be.
On the left and Bailey on the right, with Diaby leading the line.
That does make a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it should be pretty convincing for Villa, but as John Francis McGovern thinks in chat, it's that he's going to walk it. I think it's very interesting. I never thought I'd see the day where a World Cup winner plays at Easter Road.
Yeah. Is that
Lee Johnson, ex-Bristol City, Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday manager?
No, Sunderland.
Sunderland, that's the one.
Yeah.
But he didn't manage Barnsley and Bristol City.
He did.
Yeah, no, he's found himself over there with David Marshall.
And Oldham. He's managed Oldham as well. But yeah, I didn't know he was at Hibs, fair enough. Do you remember when Bristol City got to the FA Cup, like, fifth round and they played City? They beat United, then played City and lost like 5-0. But he was the manager of Bristol City at that time, and now he's at Hibernian.
My only question is, where is Unai Emery? Because why have they interviewed Lee Johnson, but then they interviewed Austin McSpade?
You'd imagine. Also, it looks slightly different for Hibs. It actually looks like it'll be a 4-3-3 according to BBC broadcast. We'll keep an eye on what that formation looks like. Obviously, I'm sure there'll be some Hibs fans in chat tonight. Probably John Francis McGovern, I'd imagine, is a Hibs fan. You guys have to tell us about the club and about the team, because we haven't watched any Hibs.
I don't watch Hibs on a daily. I get out every weekend and go, tell you what, I'm going to watch Hibs this Saturday.
No.
But
don't think we could if we would.
No.
I don't even think we would. No. I don't know what I'm saying anyway.
I couldn't and I shouldn't. But no, Villa should be pretty comfortable tonight. I also think Zaniolo, a lot of Villa fans were expecting him to start. Now he travelled up with the squad, and he is with the squad tonight, but he's not even listed on the bench. So that's
that's going to get a bit of a shock when he's playing against Hibernian away, isn't he? In his first match.
But it's intriguing to see he's gone all the way to Scotland just to watch.
Yeah. Well, he might get off the bench.
He's not on the bench. That's what I'm saying.
On the bench.
He hasn't been picked in Scotland. He's been taken to Scotland to just watch.
Well, he want to see his teammates up close, see how they're getting on, be part of that squad, even if he's not involved in the actual game. Yeah. It's worth just being part of that team. Yeah,
good point.
So who's he going to stay home with? He's going to be there and with whoever's injured.
Well,
Mings.
I think that's quite interesting. It's a very strong 11 for Villa, but it's a very much weaker bench.
Mings is injured, sorry, not suspended.
Yeah. But it's players like Josh Feeney, Seb Ravan, they both make the bench.
Yeah.
And you don't see high profile players. Obviously, you've still got Tielemans and all that.
Well, I was going to say, for the Conference League group stage, you expect quite a weak side. Like, you want to see players rotated in. You want to see some youngsters getting a shot. So you'd imagine that we will see that. And we are now, we're going to watch some clips here of Hibernian, thanks to the BBC broadcast. Ellie Johan here, as I say, he looks an exciting player. Remember seeing him at Nantes back when he used to play for them in Ligue 1, and that was a very good goal, that one. I don't know who was against. Here he is against Luzerne in the last round, driving that ball forward. So he's probably the most dangerous player for Hibernian tonight. I will just mention as well, for people who know of him, we have Adam Lafondra on the bench for Hibernian tonight. He's the only one I recognise. He is on the thumbnail.
Absolute icon.
But yeah,
English football.
He was the one I recognised at first glance. I just scrolled through their team on Football.
But I think with Villa, for Hibernian tonight, it's about staying in the tie. Yeah. For Villa, I think the 11 that Emery's put out shows that he has taken the Conference League very seriously.
Yeah, and rightfully so. It's Villa's first European competition since the 2010-11 season. It's a chance for some silverware, which, again, Villa haven't done that in a long while. Yeah. So I think, for Aston Villa, it makes complete sense why they'd prioritise this competition.
Realistically, it's a chance to, be European champions of a sort once again.
Yeah. Well,
it's not.
Look at West Ham. They've been European champions. They've been parading that trophy around. Declan Rice got a £100 million move to Arsenal. Will Douglas Luiz follow in his footsteps?
70 million. Prove it cheap.
All right, don't turn it down. But yeah, by the way, the Villa player, welcome to the stream. Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream. The Villa player putting up the fucking Villa, I think that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you put a little up the Villa. A 10-0 protection for a Chelsea fan.
Hibs aren't that bad. Like, okay, I say Scottish football a lot, but that's just I hate Celtic. And I just don't enjoy it because they always piss it.
Nick Nat said it's only the Conference League. I thought this was the Europa proper. No, it's not even. It's not even the Conference
This is the
League.
Conference League qualifiers.
You can't tell from the green branding and all that on the thumbnail and on the stream. This is the UEFA Europa Conference League qualification.
Yeah.
It's very confusing. I don't know why they need the Europa bit in
This
there.
isn't even the real tournament. I think they have changed it and they're going
They
to
got rid of
next
the
year.
Europa.
Going to next year, which would be the UEFA Conference League.
I think initially they would have a bit of problem though, because obviously like the fifth tier of England's known as the Conference League.
Yeah.
Or at least was until it's now branded as the Vanarama National League. Caden, welcome to the stream. How are you watching the game? Oh, we're in the stadium, Caden. No, we are watching it on BBC Scotland. So for anyone out there that has BBC Scotland, put it on and enjoy the game.
The Scottish version of BBC.
And Nick Nat said there's a red button BBC. Yeah. So if you're watching on iPlayer, it is available on BBC Scotland, and I think it's probably available on normal iPlayer.
I mean, as the tunnel says, this is Easter Road.
Yeah.
European football is in Scotland.
I was going to say, this is an exciting game for everyone involved. It's a qualification game to get into Europe. The Hibernian fans in the crowd say, crying out, this is their moment.
Usually you associate, Rangers Celtic get into Europe and then someone
Aberdeen,
Aberdeen or Hearts, or maybe even Hibernian, would get knocked out in the first qualifying round of the tournament. This is Hibernian's chance. Beat Villa over 2 legs and you're in the Conference League proper. Will they do that? Probably not. But could they? Maybe.
Okay, it says same. I'm on BBC Scotland.
Yeah.
Nick, that's saying I panicked when I saw it wasn't on TNT Sports. Lol. This is what we thought it'd be on.
I thought
until we actually looked and it was on the iPlayer because we did check.
We're predicting that BBC have bought both of the first leg and the second leg.
Yeah, I'd imagine because TNT have all the Champions League qualification games on.
Yeah.
So
But also, who in Scotland's bought TNT Sports? Why would they? Unless they're a neutral fan, but
or
if you
love MotoGP,
or love MotoGP. But if you're a die-hard Hibernian fan, you've got no reason to buy TNT Sports. So they're probably glad that this game has been put on BBC so they can watch it. But it should be.
I imagine most of them are in the stadium. It looks absolutely packed tonight, Easter Road.
It's quite big.
Yeah, I mean, it's the top tier of Scottish football.
Well, that doesn't mean it's big. It's in Motherwell. We've got 2 people there.
Gosh, I'm Motherwell. So there's any Motherwell fans tuning us out. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. There's a couple of players we recognise for Hibernian. David Marshall, Jordan Abita.
500 odd appearances.
500 appearances for the club.
Crazy.
You've got Adam Lafondre, you've got Ellie Yohan. There's a couple of players we noticed. The rest we're going to get to know and love.
Yeah.
And obviously Will Fish, who for some Man United fans you will know because he came through the academy there.
You do feel if Villa win comfortably tonight, will they probably rest for next week? Like they're pouring
you'd imagine so.
Out Watkins and Kamara and Diaby. Send out John Duran and put Josh Feeney.
I mean, even John Duran should get a hatful.
But I thought you would have seen the likes of Traore, Duran, Chambers start tonight. But clearly, Unai Emery's got a bit of intent.
I mean, they'll be wanting to get a big win today.
I think this is big for both sides because the 2 sides that don't. Villa haven't been in Europe for over a decade. Hibernian. They know what European football is. They do now. But this is a big night for both clubs. So they're going to take it very, very seriously. Oh, it's got skills. Go on.
Ricardo de Borges Bengoetia is our referee.
You go, right, where are you? Oh, I'm in Zurich. I've gone to Spain. I'm in Portugal. I'm in France. I'm referee. Where are you? I'm in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Why am I in Edinburgh?
Not ideal, is it, for the ref? But yeah, the first Spaniard in Edinburgh.
I sometimes find it hard to understand Scottish people.
Yeah.
I could imagine being, someone who doesn't actually speak their language.
Big John McGinn. It's the focus of the
John
cameras.
McGinn derby, this. Huge game.
Yeah. Well, exactly. He's the only player to have played for both these clubs, at least in recent history. I'm sure there's been some in the past, but we are underway here. Villa knocking the ball back and getting us started in this Conference League qualification match. This is the final round of qualification before we are into the Conference League proper in a couple of weeks' time. But
I mean, when Pau Torres joined Aston Villa with Unai Emery, I don't think he thought
he was promised European football. Yeah. He's got European football. He was trying to come forward. That's a good challenge from Boubacar Kamara.
It's
And
not
now
quite
Leon
City
Bailey.
away, is it? Like, you know, getting Villarreal, Liverpool aren't coming over, you know, to sunny Spain. You're heading up north to Hibs.
Here's Konza. But this is it looks a very wide pitch. I don't know whether that is an actual thing or whether that just
I think
maybe the camera
I don't
angles.
know where the camera's been put. It's horrific.
Good header that from Douglas Luiz. Ollie Watkins now in this channel, looking for some support. He goes back to Luiz.
Yeah, I think this is
And
big
he's
for
forced
Villa
back
because as
to Torres.
much as they did win 4-0 against Everton on Sunday, still that 5-1 loss to Newcastle at the beginning of the season was very alarming. That
Great ball lifted out wide. I don't think Leon Bailey's getting to that. No, he is not.
which is much appreciated by the Hibernian fans who then mock him a minute into the game. I love it though. I do love it.
I mean, yeah, it's fantastic for all the Hibs fans that wouldn't usually get to watch European football, and suddenly European football is on their doorstep. But yeah, looking at that poll in chat, then 9 votes so far. 67% think that Aston Villa will win tonight. 33% of you think that Hibernian are going to come away with victory. You'd love to see it. If you are cheering on Hibs, please feel free to get involved in chat. We do try to provide neutral commentary, and that's really good from John McGinn bursting down the left-hand side, but then put out of play by, I believe it's the right back whose name I don't remember.
Yeah, Villa's left back situation is quite interesting as well because Digne starts again tonight. So obviously Moreno's out injured. Digne was going to go to Nice, but that deal has been kind of stalled by Villa because they thought they were getting Acuna. Then Acuna's got injured, so now it looks like Villa might go get Marcus Alonso.
God.
That's
not great.
They need to find another left back before they let Digne go. But if they wait too long, Nice are going to go, well, we don't want him anymore because you took too long. So it's an interesting dilemma because obviously Villa don't have
smashed on by Marshall, but it's dealt well with by Pau Torres, and then he nods it back to Ellie.
Great to see Diego Carlos play football again.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Emi Martinez going for the Conference League colours.
Yeah, Martinez in a black shirt. So, is the Villa goalkeeper kit green?
I think so, yeah.
So obviously they wouldn't be able to wear that against Hibernian.
No.
So he's had to.
But it looks like
the kit, mate.
So Yuan's through the middle by himself. 4-2-3-1 is what I'm looking at.
It appears to be that way.
Yeah.
Well, it looks that's
4-4-2.
4-4-1-1 almost,
Yeah.
which is a 4-2-3-1, but just a very much both wingers sitting deeper. Now there's a lot of players stood in the middle. Anyway, coming forwards now, Aston Villa, and that's good defending from Hanlon, the centre half, and then a great header from Campbell.
Wow.
Torres, Diaby tries to find Watkins. There's Miller, and he knocks it back to David Marshall, and that's getting smashed forwards. They're not playing out from the back tonight, Hibernian. I think that's what we've learned. Stevenson is number 16.
16, alright. I'm surprised that he's actually got hair. He don't seem like the type of bloke that's got hair.
He's 35.
A 35-year-old man that's played Hibernian for over 500 times.
Miller, great throw into Johan. Now here is Campbell. Moves out wide, but that's overhit. And that goes out of play. No chance really for Jordan Abita to get to that one.
Well, to Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson's having a go away for fourth official.
4 minutes in, Lee Johnson's throwing hands already.
Now it's Diego Carlos. Back to Martinez. Martinez now on the ball. They're not under a load of pressure here, so he's happy just
no interest in running after him.
Just to slowly roll it forwards. And they've made up a good 5 yards here. Martinez.
You have no point chasing ghosts.
Torres.
Not ghosts.
Chasing ghosts. That classic expression. They've been chasing ghosts all game. John McGinn bursting through the middle now. Tries to play into Watkins, but it's overhit. It's an overhit pass. Falls to Boubacar. Kamara. He now moves out wide. Leon Bailey looking to attack the byline. Then he cuts inside. He falls over, but he recovers well. Now Diaby on the edge. Puts it towards Digne. Heads it on target, but it's saved by David Marshall now for a corner kick. Positive start for Villa, that. Good ball over the top, but David Marshall had it absolutely covered.
Of course he did. What a keeper. Oh, I love David Marshall. What a save. Well, it was a decent result.
Can't versus Chelsea fan indeed. Ryan, she's saying hi, full stop. Great to see you, Ryan, with a classic hi, full stop. And Kaden says to the people that don't comment, feel free to. Everyone in chat, it's just a couple of people talking about footy, so feel free to get involved. We second that message from Kaden. Love doing these streams for the interaction. So if you are just watching along, get involved. Say hi.
Here coming Bernie on the counter.
You ball through, and Johan.
Oh, he's going
He hasn't got good beating though of Kamara. But Hibernian, first real attack of the game, didn't go anywhere in the end, but positive signs for Hibernian. That they can get the ball forward when they get the ball.
Yeah.
They're not just going to kick it long and pray.
No. Well,
that was a little bit kick it.
Like David Marshall every time. Long, it goes long.
But yeah,
I didn't like Lee
Torres.
Johnson at the end of that way.
No, I didn't either.
No. It kind of... Although I remember it was so sick. They went to Sunderland and that went horrifically because he went down. Did you get him relegated or did you not get him?
He didn't do much. And now in behind, Ollie Watkins takes the touch, forced wide by Hanlon. And now it's with Bailey, ball in, looking for Lewis. And that's good defending from Miller. But now looking to break down this right-hand side is their Aussie marksman.
I think
can't.
People have got to remember that Hibernian aren't like... They're not like some random team from San Marino that are just the butcher and the plumber and the manager's mate. These are professional footballers. They can play football. They might not be as good as Aston Villa, but it's not take it's not take the mick. They're a decent side. They're going to cause some problems.
Mm.
But it's not just a load of mates who fancy the game. It's because they happen to live in North Macedonia. It means they get to start every single national game.
But yeah, thrown on the near side then for Villa. Didn't you go to get the ball? Do you think Hibernian Stadium could have an impact today? Because it's a bit like Kenilworth Road in the fact that the fans feel like they're on the sidelines. Like they are, they could almost lean out and touch them.
I'd be scared.
That's great. That's a great interception. That from is that number 9, Venti. Yeah, Torres. Under pressure from Johan.
He's going
Plays a ball inside. That's great into Diaby. And now Villa can attack down this right-hand side. Esri Konza has both Bailey and Diaby ahead of him. Turns. Now goes into Diaby. Kamara lifts the ball over the top, looking for the run of Leon Bailey. Bailey's quick, but he is not the road runner. Never get into that one. 8 minutes gone so far then. Villa definitely creating the more... as you would expect, but nothing.
What point in the game did you get to the
yet.
point where how are Villa not leading? Like how many minutes have we got?
I wouldn't expect them to have scored by now.
Oh no!
I mean,
no.
obviously they could. They're probably the much stronger side here, but I think Hibernian could definitely keep this 0-0 till half time.
Yeah.
At the very least, and you never know. Maybe if they can get to half time, why couldn't they get to the full 90? Strong head of that from Stevenson. So it looks like Stevenson will play left back today. Sort of had him at left centre half, but I think he's playing left back. And then Jordan Obita pushed forwards into a wide role.
Yeah.
So it looks like a 4-4-2. Obita left midfield, Boyle right midfield, Johan and Vente up front.
Lee Johnson having a go at Unai Emery. He's having a go at the full official.
I think it's because Emery's out of his technical area, would be my guess.
Jesus, he is pedantic. He is so pedantic.
He's looking for any way to get under Emery's skin.
He's outside the technical area for official. What are you going to do about it?
Gary says, team of unevolved Anglo-Saxon barbarians. Gary.
As I said earlier, they're still a football club and they are professional and they do bother to train more than once a week.
Torres. Kane saying, can you do the 12 p.m. live on Sky kickoff on Sunday, Watford versus Blackburn for a watch-along? We are going to do a championship game in a couple of weeks. We'll think about it, Caden. We're live on Sunday for Newcastle, Liverpool, and I think we're busy Saturday, but we need to double check. But yeah, we are going to do some championship games in the future. If a good Watford game comes up, we will definitely do it, and obviously it fits in the schedule.
Yeah, I was doing midday ones this time of the year. It's so hot in here.
It is very hot in here, and it will clash with any Prem fixture. So
like right now, sweltering.
Well, win the ball back there off of Eli Johan.
It's always a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's because so not only is it moved from Thursday to Wednesday, it was also it's been it's rather than the 8 p.m. slot, it's the 5:45 slot. So obviously next week the second leg will be Thursday at 8 o'clock. So later and a day later. It's just been it's a bit of a weird one.
Why is the BBC Scotland branding for the Conference League blue? Doesn't make. Are they trying to fool Scottish people into thinking it's the Champions League?
But is it? My theory was that the referee's in blue and Hibernian in green, so made it green and be biased to Hibernian.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Kane says, one of my first watch-alongs from YouTube was Watford versus Burnley last season on this day.
Remember that one?
I do remember that game.
Didn't realise it was on this day. Was it on a Wednesday? Oh, the day.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Was it on this day? I can't remember. I'm going to look.
23rd of August. Was it a leap year? Was this year a leap year then?
Why would this be? Yeah,
be a leap year. Skip 2 days, would it? Because it was a Friday night game, wasn't it?
I'm going to look.
It was last year. It wouldn't go backwards.
What?
It wouldn't go backwards, would it?
No. And also, this feels too late in August. I would have said it's around the 5th.
Yeah.
Because it would have been the early Friday.
I don't think it was. I mean, it might be around this time. Yeah, it definitely wasn't today. Yes, time travels backwards, and we're in like some
Let's have a look.
Multiverse.
So, Watford Burnley, it was on 12th of August, 2022.
So that's
the second.
So it's a couple of weeks ago. Couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks. It wasn't. I thought it was their opening game, but no, it's a couple of weeks into the season. But yeah,
what's the score?
Around the same sort of time. Can't remember now.
What's the score?
I feel like Burnley must have won though, or maybe a draw. Kane says when Tom Cleverley scored a banging goal to then get injured celebrating. I feel like it would have been a draw. I feel like, but because Burnley didn't win in any of their first like 5, maybe.
Was it the one they lost? Because I thought they drew the first one. Lost
well,
the
coming
second
forwards,
one.
by the way. Yohan.
I can't remember if we watched that.
This is really good for Hibernian. A beater. Players in the box. Ball switches play. He's looking for Boyle. Inside to Yohan, but he can't quite get there into the hands of Emi Martinez. Positive play, though, from Hibernian there. They really opened up Aston Villa. They made use of the width, and that was a good switch of the play to Boyle. Not a bad delivery either. Decent football from Hibernian.
Boyle looks decent.
Gary's saying, jokes aside, pleasantly surprised to be the early kickoff. Wasn't expecting to join you guys today, but hopped on for some bedtime YouTube and saw the live stream.
Because of your...
yeah.
I was going to say, because it was the 8 o'clock, you'd be asleep by now. Because why would you stay up for a Conference League qualifier? That's poor from Douglas, so maybe feeling the pressure from the Hibernian crowd. I would. I'm a bit scared for them. Sat right there.
Yeah. This is promising, says Nick Nack. It's an interesting game, you know. It's not actually... I thought we might be in for a bit of a cricket score, I'll be honest. But Hibernian have put up a good fight so far. Very good fight. Yeah. And, well, it's resonating with chat somewhat. 22% of chat think that Hibernian are going to win. 6% think it'll be a draw. But the majority, 72% of you guys, think that Aston Villa will win. Kane said it's 1-0 Watford. So, yeah, your memory does serve you correctly.
Sometimes.
On this occasion.
Yeah. How tired. He's just going a bit of a dribble. No one's going to stop him. But he has now met...
That's Venti. But yeah. Now Carlos, Torres.
Where have they lost? They've lost a player.
Dino.
They've dropped to 5 back now, Hibernian.
That's what it looked like on paper. I think it's a transitioning team. It's a transition.
Johnson put together.
It's a 4-4-2 in attack, but a 5-4-1 in defence. They keep a very solid defensive structure.
Racing Vanti and Torres.
Torres.
Torres wins it.
Who plays it across to Carlos. And Carlos, that's a bit of a wayward pass. Not exactly finding a teammate and out of play.
Paul Blake hasn't probably played a full 90 since 2021.
Yeah, to try to zip the ball quickly out to... Who's on the left-hand side? McGinn?
Yeah. I think this is a big game for him, I feel, because, as I said, he hasn't played a full 90 probably about a year and a bit now.
If we remember McGinn, probably a big game for him as well, returning back to his former side.
I mean, this whole game has absolutely no meaning without him. So.
Emi. Rather than, obviously, for both sides getting into the Conference League.
Yeah, true.
Bailey. Now Watkins.
Well, I think the ownership of John McGinn is more important.
Kamara. Luiz. Watkins. Now Kamara.
Good footballness.
Shifts out wide. Bailey. Options in the centre. And it's a poor pass from Leon Bailey. Tried to just find a player in the box, but couldn't. Hibernian play out. Johan not really going anywhere, and he's been forced back to his own corner flag here. There's one back by Villa. High up the pitch. Konza, Watkins, Diaby takes aim.
Oh, David
Comes up
Marshall.
off Will Fish, but it's claimed well by Marshall.
Marshall's not letting that one pass.
No.
So he's been tested a few times now. The Scottish keeper. And
This is really good play though from Villa. Johan sort of just, well, had nowhere to go. Ended up running towards his own corner flag, lost possession, and it resulted in a chance for Aston Villa that couldn't be converted.
Every time Marshall's knocking that ball along a mile.
And it's fullback
Too
for
far.
offside.
Yeah.
Big moment as well for the official, because I have to say it's someone I've not heard of before, but
No.
he's getting a shot here in the Conference League qualification.
I'd love to see Anthony Taylor sent to Hibs at quality. He'd just get barraged in review.
Here is Douglas Lewis. Diaby. Coming forwards now, Villa shifts it out wide. Put across the box by Digne, falls to Bailey at the back post. Now Kamara flicks it to Douglas
Clever.
Lewis, and
Douglas
it's a good shift to the feet, but it's blocked well.
That's
Now
17 blokes in
away.
green on the floor.
Well, that was Stevenson,
Ah,
the
well,
500s odd appearance maker
He
for
quite
him.
literally wears his heart on his sleeve, and he bleeds Hibs.
Just found last questions to everyone who
Watkins,
is
1-0.
Derby. There we go. Well, that's not really that question. Charlie Watkins has scored for Aston Villa. Hibs 0, Villa 1. Only took them 17 minutes to find the back of the net.
Hurrah! They have that active earlier. Whoa, he scored.
I'm just putting some trivia in chat of who is Hibernian Derby is, of course, with Hearts. But that's just they'll be disappointed to concede so early here. We're going to see a replay of the goal now. Bailey into Diaby. Diaby then moved out wide to for McGinn, then Digne. Swinging ball in, and it's a good header from Watkins. Not a lot that Dave Marshall could have done about that. They needed to prevent that ball going in, and then, well, Will Fish should have been challenging that in the air.
I'll say Watkins is the shortest person in that box, and he wins the header.
Yeah, well, it's the number 5. I think it's Hanlon who misses the header, and then Fish who doesn't challenge him in the air, so not an ideal situation. But yeah. Fish number 5, Hanlon, the number 4. Gary's saying, by the way, there's a good trivia quiz on the BBC this week.
Is there?
Fantastic. I get that a lot.
Is it general knowledge or sport or what?
Premier League top scorers by alphabet. You guys would have fun doing it. That would actually be very good.
We could do it next week in the UCL draw.
Yeah, join us next week, guys, by the way. So, in terms of live streams for our regulars, we are live on Sunday for Newcastle Liverpool. Join us there. Should be an interesting match. Then next week, we have the UCL draw on Thursday, followed by the second leg of this game. So, join us for both of those. Should be a fun Thursday. I didn't expect my Thursday to be so packed, but yeah, Boyle, fantastic movement, takes shot, but it's blocked. I think it'll be pulled back for offside anyway. But advantage is played as Villa are coming forwards now. Here is Moussa Diaby. Now McGinn.
Do you know what we should do? When we're a bit bigger, we can get loads of people on this. We should do a TFC Big Fat Quiz of the Year,
I'd love to do some more like quiz shows.
and we'd get like 4 or 5 or 6 of us in the room, but we'd have someone who's constantly like doing the polls in the chat, because then we can do it. We can do the quiz in the room, but we can also get everyone involved who's sitting there watching, and we should do a massive quiz and just see what happens.
I feel like it'd be difficult to integrate the audience. We could ask them for questions.
Or get
McGinn, ball in, falls to Watkins, who heads over. Chance for 2-0, just over the bar from Ollie Watkins.
Rubbish. Get him off. 300 around.
Am I right in saying these goals count towards the actual top goal scorer in the Conference League?
Yeah.
So, for someone like Ollie Watkins tonight...
He's stat padded.
Yeah.
Especially next week. Get John around there.
Gary has posted a link in your Discord. Thank you, Gary. Well, I will definitely go and check that out.
Oh, the quiz. I wonder what link you put in there.
But yeah. Hibernian goal kick now.
Speaking of Discord, if not in there, make sure to get in there.
Link in the
Some great
description.
cats in there. Gary, Matteo, everyone.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's been a lot more active recently. Hopefully we can keep it up. Hopefully we can continue to grow the Discord.
We're still learning as we go on actually what to do with it and how to use it.
Had a quick crack while on the bus, but couldn't get more than 10.
Oh, the quiz.
Right, it's always going to be the quiz.
Okay.
Whatever goes.
No, because you seemed confused because you didn't say anything.
Right.
You read out the message and just didn't say it, so I thought you
Yeah,
were
Watkins. Ball won back by Stevenson.
So what is it? It's an A to Z.
Fish moves it back
The
to
Premier League top
Marshall.
goal scorers.
Now Miller.
I'll have a look later.
Yeah. We're trying to think of who was there. But anyway, ball in behind for Boyle now. And the Aussie caught in the challenge by Digne. A great movement, to be fair, from Boyle.
He had a good game, I think.
He cut inside quickly, and that is the yellow card for Luca Digne.
Which again is something to think about, because the last thing Villa needs him suspended because they haven't got a left back. Because Mings and Moreno are injured and Digne every centre. Who would play?
Kessler Hayden. No?
He's out on loan somewhere, I think.
Oh.
Probably put.
Young, bring him back.
Oh, yeah, they're well.
Spend 100 million on him for Everton.
Maybe Josh Feeney do a shift there?
Probably. He's on the bench now, isn't he? Josh Feeney?
Yeah. With, like, you'd like to see him get on, like to see Seb Revan get on. Probably Traore and Duran as well.
Diaby, they're trying to drive forwards. Nothing coming of it, though. And now ball's out wide with Boyle. Flag mains down for the moment. Ball in. Johan can't quite get there. Now it's with Vente at the back post, but it is pulled back for the early offside.
Yeah. Expected that. But no, for Hibs, they've got. They need to make sure they're still in the contest come next week.
Yeah.
If it's 4-0, they're not going to Villa Park and win 4-0. But if it's 1-2-0, they stand a chance. But they've got to get the business done in front of their home crowd.
Pautara's on the ball now. He's going to let Martinez take this goal kick. Oh, it's free kick, sorry.
They're going to move it up a bit.
So he moved it a full yard up the pitch and the ref just doesn't.
Ref wants the money and go.
Konza. Now Kamara.
What time this game finished? 7:45. Ref's got a playing book for 10 to 8 to get them straight out of Edinburgh.
Yeah. Here's Pau Torres. Driving it forwards. McGinn tries to play around the corner to Digne, but it's overhit and out of play.
I haven't seen him much today, John McGinn.
No, that's a little quiet, considering all the sort of...
Premier League captain's armband on.
Or maybe they don't have another one. Is there a Conference League specific armband? Oh. Maybe they haven't handed them out yet.
Like the Champions League, they're opening one.
Or maybe that's only for the actual stages of the competition. Maybe they haven't bothered handed them out yet.
Haven't printed them yet.
So if not, Hibernian won't return theirs after this game. They'll keep it. And then they've got to make more than they need.
Why do they give back?
Here's McGinn. Diaby. Coming down this right-hand side.
He should mince him. He doesn't. Bailey.
Now Digne. Pass back forwards, and that will be won by David Marshall. Let's run through. Gary Weisman saying, Harry, did you drink a monster before doing the stream today? That is quite the shade of green used for the scoreboard today. It's actually I made the scoreboards. I make all the scoreboards. Harry just puts them on there. And that is the Conference League green, Gary, so you can blame...
Yeah, that's
I think it's
tournament colour.
They use it in moderation because they use black everywhere and then a little bit of green, but we went for a green scoreboard with a little bit of black.
But I think it'd look weird if the text was in green and the black. We'll try it.
I think it would work with black, but yeah.
Because that is a horrible combination of a darker green with white, then a luminous green with black, and then a purpley clarity violet colour with gold.
Yeah. Des Reynolds says, big up subs on this account, other one playing up. Who got the goal? It was Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins from a header. But yeah. Lewis plays it forwards. Watkins, Diaby, nice football from Villa. Now moves it out wide to Luca Digne, back inside to Diaby, takes a touch. He doesn't get much longer until he's cleaned out, but a fair challenge in the eyes of the referee. Newell there, getting stuck in. And
I think it looked reckless. I think it was... Have we got VAR?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Scotland have VAR, so they must do.
Yeah. Yes, then. I would imagine so. I don't know if the Scottish Premier League had VAR.
Yeah.
Jordan Abita.
That's
my argument. How
the Scottish Premier League got VAR, but the Championship doesn't.
Oliver George Arthur Watkins. Sounds a bit posh, that his full name, says Gary. Thank you for his full name. That does sound very posh, yeah.
Oliver George Arthur Watkins.
Yeah, exactly. If you say it in a posh voice, it sounds even more posh. But yeah. But when he speaks, he's anything but. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Seeing that's why it's shortened to Ollie. Ollie Watkins.
He doesn't add all the other names.
Even Oliver Watkins sounds pretty posh.
Yeah.
Oliver's just a posh name.
Well, Oliver Twist wasn't exactly posh, was he?
Oh yeah, he's peasant.
It's a pagan. Ball in now for Hibs. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Isn't it?
He wasn't a minted orphan.
Minted orphan.
Ball won by Concerts. Now with Boyle. And that's a foul from Lewis, but he's got away with it.
Ref says no.
Boyle's protesting it.
Are they going to check it? Yeah, they are. Well, the rest of the time, and if Wade play on immediately. So Boyle.
Speaking
no, ref's got that spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if he did.
That looked clumsy from Lewis either way.
No,
that's some great amateur antics.
A star for acting.
He should go in the panto.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Oh, yeah. It could be brilliant.
Handball, isn't it? I didn't even notice a handball.
Where? Who? What?
In that phase of play.
Oh,
Because they're manhandled. No, maybe not. Oh, okay.
No.
Gary saying, speaking of posh, surprised Bamford hasn't been picked up by a Premier League club. I'm not. He's not great.
He's rubbish.
I don't think he's good enough for the Prem, put it that way.
How he scored how many goals you for
Maybe Bamford is better than Leeds if Mitra goes Saudi. Do you mean... is that Bamford to Fulham, do you mean, Gary? I could see it. I don't think it's a great replacement, but...
I think Fulham are doomed.
I think if Fulham signed Bamford to replace Mitrovic, they might as well just quit the league now. But yeah. That's saying, I'm okay. Looking forward to a weekend of wrestling. Sounds very exciting.
I don't get wrestling. I get what it is, but... Hang on, I've just started to notice something. I believe Knick-Knacks has now gone silver.
Oh, yeah,
It's still a membership.
Knick-Knack is...
That's 7 months?
That's 6 months.
6
Renewed
months.
for half a year now. Thank you very much, Knick-Knack.
Brilliant. And I mean, not only 6 months, but
the second member of the Silver Badge Club.
And the amount of memberships you've donated across
Legend, mate.
the whole year, it's been absolutely brilliant. So, congrats on your silver membership.
Yeah. Ball forwards for Hibernian. That's one back by Pau Torres. And now Martinez. Half an hour gone here then. I would say Hibernian done very well.
Yeah, not bad, Hibs. Not bad at all. Villa, they're just chilling on them.
Also, for Hibernian, a milestone, not for the club, but for the stream. They are the first team in TFC Live history to have a 4-letter abbreviation on the scoreboard.
Up the Hibs.
But yeah.
I put it on Hearts versus Pout tomorrow. Boo! Boo at the Hearts.
But yeah, because I wrote Hib, and then I thought that just doesn't look right. You can't write Hib.
No.
But yeah.
I didn't realise that Aberdeen and Hearts are both in Europe as well. When did Scotland get 5 teams into Europe?
They usually do. It's just we don't usually watch these rounds, the competition.
Oh yeah, like Hearts should lose to
Hearts Power. Well, you never know.
And Aberdeen you got.
Scottish football's getting a little bit all right.
No, it's not.
Big up me, thanks. Yeah, Knick-Knack.
Big up me.
Does say, when's the men's Euro qualifier again, please? I believe we play Ukraine the 9th of September.
We do, yes, we do.
I think we'll have at 5 o'clock that day.
We are.
4:45 actually, for a 5 o'clock kickoff. And then we play Scotland as well on the Tuesday, I think.
Yes, have them.
Yeah. Camera. Looking to play the ball forwards. Moves out wide.
That should be England back as well. Hopefully they can take some of what the Lionesses have done over the last year and actually go and win it in next year. Euro 2024. Win it on German soil. We'll go mental.
Lewis moves it out wide. Leon Bailey now. Cuts in and his shot is blast over the bar. He's trying to claim that David Marshall got something on that, but I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
Knick-Knack says Bernardo has on a new deal at City. Yep, saw that. good deal for,
What I
well,
mean.
good to see that he's chosen to stay at City
Look at
rather than
that.
go to Saudi. There was also links with him going to Barcelona as
I
well.
love how Hibernian Ultras actually have named themselves. There's a banner beneath them saying the Hibernian Ultras. They know who they are. They're not afraid to tell everyone. You would not mess with them. John McGinn
Again, lifts it into the box. Header on target. Well, just off target, sorry, for Diego Carlos. Looked like it was heading towards the goal. Headed it down to the ground. And it spewed off and out for a goal kick. And apparently David Marshall took the goal kick too quickly, so they've decided to put it back.
Goal kick too quickly. There actually isn't like blows whistle for it, so I don't really understand how you can take it too quickly.
Gary's saying someone should suggest Pep avoid lifting any trophies this year to avoid straining that back.
Yes, he's missing the next two pre-L games, isn't he? Maybe this is City's time to lose. No Pep, no winning. Couldn't think of it. But like Lee Johnson's again, I've noticed down tackling, down arguing with the fourth official. He is just being a professional idiot right now on the sideline.
His one chance at European football, he's going to spend the whole time whinging in a linos here.
I don't think he's watched a minute of the game.
Miller.
He's just watching Villa's bench to see if they do anything wrong.
And it comes back off a Villa flare, so Miller gets to go down the line again. And can he find Boyle? No, Digne wins the header. Now Luis. And Digne clears it long, looking for Watkins. Fantastic use of the body from Ollie Watkins now. He's driving forwards. Looks dangerous. Watkins shifts out wide before getting cleaned out by Hanlon. Ball through to Bailey. He's brought down the box. Ref's got a decision to make here.
Referee, you're rubbish.
And he's called offside.
Who? Wait, shoot, there's no reason for it. That's a penalty.
He hasn't won the ball at all there, Hanlon. Went through the legs of Will Fish. Oh, sorry, Stevenson.
Oh, no, it's not a penalty.
It's 527th appearance for Hibernian.
They actually not. Is there no VAR?
Blatant pen, that's his nickname. Oh, offside, yeah.
No, apparently it's, they're like taking an offside
I imagine it was offside.
corner. It's ain't offside. What are they doing? Referees aren't offside.
It's a
What
corner,
is
that.
going on?
If only this was an FPL match. Yeah. Triple captain Watkins.
I just put Dave Marsh in there for save points.
It's going to make a lot.
Oh,
Watkins back
Watkins.
post, headed home
Lovely.
by Ollie Watkins. It's his second of the game. It was a corner not dealt with by Hibernian, and Ollie Watkins grabs his second. Villa second. It's Hibs 0, Aston Villa 2.
Yes.
Villa faithful applauding. They're very happy. They made the trip up to Scotland today. This close game, and there we
It's
go.
actually worth it. It's actually good anyway.
Didn't get the ball. These Scottish commentators are a bit biased. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Nick Nat could have be. But yeah. You
Yeah,
have no complaints about that one.
Watkins, he is going to win the Golden Boot at this rate because he's just going to score 17 against him.
Who do Villa play at the weekends? Asks Daz. They play Burnley, right?
Yeah,
Sunday.
Burnley.
Oh, yeah, Nick Nat's saying the same. Burnley way. Yeah, I mean, Burnley will be looking at and hoping that Villa, a couple bit of fatigue. I mean, it looks like they can be able to coast it enough.
I mean, laughing at half time, John Durant, come on. If Ollie Watkins can get his hat trick.
Looks like they're already making changes. No, it's I believe a drinks break at this early stage, or potentially David Marshall's injured.
Oh, David Marshall, what's that doing there?
No, it's Tigger.
Konza.
Oh, sorry, Ezri.
Well, this couldn't be great for Villa because they don't need any more defensive injuries.
Yeah.
He's not going to be very fit.
The Brownie thoughts onto the stream. He's actually not doing too bad, to be fair. No, you're spot on. I mean, to be honest, when we looked at doing this game, we thought Aston Villa should win quite comfortably. But Hibs have given them a good game so far, so fair enough.
I'll say both goals have come pretty recently. Actually, the first 15 minutes, Hibs gave him a decent game. Really?
Yeah, very decent from Hibernian so far.
Oh, blimey, you can see where Constant hit there. Right next to his eye. That big
Oh yeah, quite a bruise.
blimey. You think they have to take him off? Just there's no point risking that.
But yeah, not a load of defensive options at the moment for Unai Emery at his disposal. A lot of injuries at the moment for Aston Villa.
Yeah. Lee Johnson looks so unhappy. Why is his hair white now? Like, that's not
The
great.
stress of
He's not gone grey,
managing
he's
in.
dyed it white.
Well, no, it's just the ends, isn't it? Got to make grey.
I just don't really like him.
Why not?
I mean, today he's gone around being acting like an idiot. Yeah, so
I
like,
was like, when else have you seen Lee Johnson in the last 5 years?
all I remember is he had the ball boy, didn't he, when they scored against United?
Yeah, he did do that,
The
yeah.
Bristol City side. He went on a run and just picked up a random child. And that child became famous. It's like, why couldn't you pick me up when they scored, eh? No, I haven't got to that game, but if he picked me up, then I'd be famous.
Yeah.
Well, I am, you know. No, I'm not famous.
On Sunday, what's the game on, says Daz. It says on Sky, the Newcastle-Liverpool game. Should be a good run. We're live for it. We'll be live from 4:15. Obviously for the 4:30 kickoff. Should be an interesting one. It's our third Newcastle stream of the season so far.
Yeah, need to stop watching them.
We take.
Please they haven't got a good team to make Arthur.
I want to say it's Brighton.
Oh, we're not watching that. Oh, we definitely get right. It is Brighton. We're watching.
It is Brighton. We are live for it.
We're actually watching 4 Newcastle games in a
That's
row.
Brentford if anyone fancies that one.
After that,
Yeah.
no,
There's nothing on there. That's the
no,
bar 4.
no. I watch anything else.
Well, I think we're doing a championship game on the Friday. Southampton Leicester.
Oh, right.
Most back to watching Newcastle again. But yeah, Gonza.
I watch Newcastle.
Come on, right.
Bailey,
He's
he's
getting
been
caught there.
murdered, right?
Stevenson though, so
Don't book him. Don't book him.
what's the Villa versus Burnley on Sunday? It's not on TV, Daz.
Do you not?
No, Sheffield United City
Oh,
is.
that is corruption.
Well, do you want to watch Villa Burnley? We're going to probably win 2 or 3-0. Or City score 8. Also, Bailey's having a lot of pain here after Stevenson's strong tackle. He does seem to require some assistance here. Don't know where Villa's physios are.
Well, the pitch so bloody big, I've got to run across it. They're probably going to be knackered by the time I get to
Ooh,
it.
that was a nasty one. As he got caught by Stevenson quite aggressively there from the left back, but he seems to be alright now, Leon. But I know he's definitely not moving freely or much at all.
I'm guessing it's might be one of those you can just run it. Oh, it might, just you get clobbered. It does hurt sometimes.
Martinez to Torres. Torres goes
Such
to
a land.
Digne. Cut out by Miller, and it falls to
man.
Yohan, but I think he's offside. They're going to play on anyway. Now will be pulled back for offside. The Burnley have had a massive problem with staying onside so far. That's been their biggest downfall. Even when they have got the ball forwards, Yohan.
Yeah, because you think a
struggling with the
random
line.
bloke from Dundee's fancying running up and down all the time. He just sits near his penalty area. But he's trying to run it off,
Yeah.
not very successfully.
Hobbling now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a few punters triple captaining Haaland this weekend, I bet, says Gary. Yeah, the thing is with Haaland, you know that if you're going to use with the triple captainship this year, you know there's going to be a double game week for Haaland at some point because City will go deep in the FA Cup, and they'll probably have some rearranged fixtures for Champions League and other things like that. So there's going to be a double game week at some stage. You'd imagine City will be one of the teams that does get one.
I've got a bit of predicament in FPL.
Right.
Because my 5-minute pick. So right now, I've got Mbuemo on my bench.
That's a risky one.
No, I don't want to do it. But the problem is, so I've got a front two of Haaland, obviously on a bench, and Watkins against Burnley, who's probably going to score.
Yeah.
And my midfield 4 is Meter against the Hammers, Saka and Odegaard against who have Arsenal got? Fulham, and then Foden against Sheffield United. So I really don't know who to play him over.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing another big strategy call this weekend. I'm going to use my bench boost because I think my team is looking really strong.
But I can't do that because I've got George Baldock and Ben Mee both in.
That's exactly your problem.
But
That's
I
I took out.
That's why I
I took out Issa Kabore this week, 4 mil
I
defender
might just bench-
for Destiny
I might
Udic.
bench Watkins to take the gamble because he's playing tonight, which could mean that John Duran starts against Burnley. Well, he doesn't, but you never know. Worth a punt.
Yeah, my bench is João Pedro against West Ham, which bit of a punt because he didn't start last week, but if he starts Brighton, he should score.
Yeah.
I've also got who's my goalkeeper? Johnston, Sam Johnston. I know he's playing against Brentford, but I still think he can make some saves there. And then I've got Rashford against Forest, a massive eagle or something just come on the pitch, by the way. Ball in from Digne, head away.
I hope
And
he's
then-
got blocked by a bird.
And then Destiny Udic, who I think will do well. I think he'll clean sheet against Bournemouth. So I've got quite a strong bench. I am considering going Rashford to Mbuemo, but I think I'll give Rashford one more week against Forest. But then if he doesn't do anything, he's getting binned because he's not doing anything against Arsenal.
I'll tell you right now, I've got Mbuemo in. He's not going to do anything.
That is a risk.
Oh, Luis. No, but they've got Palace.
Now Torres. Yeah, I'm staying off for 3. The problem is I've got João Pedro and Rashford, who are both players I sort of want to shift. I'm also keeping an eye on Jackson, but he should score at least once against.
I don't feel like I capitalise on check the fact Chelsea playing Luton, but I'm not convinced by Chelsea.
Well, I like the fact they play like no difficult teams in the next month, 2 months, something like that.
I'll have to bring in someone.
I thought West Ham would be a comfortable win, so you never know. Luton might win 1-0. I'll cry. Tears of joy. Gary's saying, I think I'm swapping Rashford to Foden this week. That seems a smart one, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on Foden just because I feel like there's going to be some Pep rotation, especially with Jeremy Doku joining. What?
Pep's not there, is he?
No, there'll be no Pep rotation.
I honestly don't know what who's Pep's assistant is.
Now?
Boo.
Well, they've lost Enzo Maresca, haven't they?
Sure, I think it begins with a B.
I don't think it's just Boo.
I don't think.
All in, and that's a good goal. It's a third of the game. It is a goal for Leon Bailey. Good ball in from Digne, headed home by Leon Bailey. It's Hibs 0, Aston Villa 3.
I swear I saw Jarby headed one like that.
What have you got in Buemo, says Gary. All right, yeah, fair enough then. Not bad.
Maybe this is becoming pretty convincing for Aston Villa now, which is exactly one because this can mean next week you can play a few youngsters, you can rotate the 11 round. Especially, I would now expect to see Revan, Duran, and probably someone else at half time.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying that.
Another one, all headers, asked Nick now.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well noticed.
It's because it's because they don't get out quickly enough to the crosses, so they put them in, and then they don't mark players in the box Hibs, so they just stayed at home.
You know, when Leon Bailey wins a header.
Oh, it's Bailey and Watkins, hardly Peter Crouch.
And you're Peter Crouch. Live 7.
Jordan Abita not getting near that one.
No.
And Lee Johnson side with a mountain to climb now because they're 3-0 down and we're not even at half time.
He don't look very happy.
Yeah. You're burning the mud, lol, says Chelsea fan. Nick Knack asks, are Hibs about the standard of a top half League One team? Here's the thing, I find Scottish football, right, I genuinely don't know where Rangers and Celtic would be. I think they'd both be Prem clubs. But after that,
No, I don't even think that.
Maybe Aberdeen cut it in the Championship for a bit. I think Scotland Rangers are good enough for the Prem because they've got the history. So if they had the money, they'd be able to buy. They'd have enough to build a decent side.
I suppose.
But I think teams like Aberdeen, Motherwell,
National League, I don't care.
But yeah, I do think though if you put Hibs in the Championship, they struggle a bit because if you look at the squad, Adam Lafondra was a good Championship striker 10 years ago. Jordan Abita
It's really
was part of a Reading side that were
put them in League One, right? I think they get battered by Derby, but they would beat the hell out of Cheltenham.
Forest Green. I think a lot of green on one screen. I don't know how anyone will be able to watch.
Imagine they playing each other in the Conference League as well. Blimey, it's so green.
It's green.
Forest Green versus Hibernian in the Conference League, which is green, on a green pitch. And also
Robert Green play. But yeah. The Brownie Force saying Hibs would be around League One mid-table. Yeah, fair enough.
Says a lot. I don't like Scottish.
The Brownie Forces, just a question. Would you be on board for the Scottish League mixing with the English League, or do you think they should remain separate? I think for teams like Rangers and Celtic, there's obviously a huge advantage to them staying in the Scottish League because they're never not going to win that.
Imagine, sorry, you're poor Dundee, right? You go, who have I got in the Carroll Cup on Tuesday? An away trip to Southampton. That's
it is. But equally Welsh sides playing it.
What? I don't know why they shouldn't.
Swansea, Cardiff,
no, I'm joking.
Wrexham now.
Yeah.
That's a trek for them. Like if they've got to play a London side.
True, yeah.
Especially given that the Championship and League One play often Saturday and then Wednesday as well.
They get a bus or a plane.
Probably a bus. I think if they're in the Prem, they might get a plane.
Yeah,
probably why Swansea went down. They kept buying loads of planes.
Swansea can't afford
and Cardiff, they were also in the Prem not so long ago.
Yeah, true.
But yeah. No, crap idea, says Nick Knack. Okay, sorry. Stay separate for sure. Bottom tier Scottish teams have no chance. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Imagine Dunfermline. Are they a Scottish side? I think so. Dunfermline.
Yeah. I think that's like the 4th division.
And?
Yeah, but that's like saying, well, Carmarthen in Wales. Imagine we stick them in. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but then if we look at League 2 in England, Colchester, they'd win the Scottish League.
Are they not League One? Colchester?
No.
Oh, they go down?
No. They've always been League 2 forever.
Nah, they've been League One.
No, they haven't. They've been in League 2 for like the last 5 years. Before my third time, though.
Having a look now.
Honestly, I'm telling you, they're in League Two for ages.
I'm convinced Colchester were a League One side.
Nope.
I search Colchester and just let out some Roman walls. That's not useful.
Love it.
Let's have a look. They are in League Two at the moment.
I'm telling you now, they've been in League Two for years. Bailey. Ball over the top. Can Watkins get his hat trick before half time? Then he can bring him off.
Ball
He's through on
behind
goal.
Ollie Watkins.
No,
Just whistling past the far post. Oh, they relegated in 2015-16.
It's even longer than I said. I said 5 years. That's 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Blimey. I just sat around the bottom of League Two for a bit. But then we get relegated, go 2 teams go down, so it's not the worst 2 teams in the league.
Exactly. As long as you have money, you'll find League Two.
Yeah.
They don't even need to have much money, you just have to have some.
You can cut it with one good player.
Probably, yeah. And owners that aren't.
They're just
investors.
Can be so, aren't they? They've got Freddie Sears and that.
Ball in behind, looking for the runner. Boyle doesn't quite come off. Johan cut out by Digne. Now McGinn.
Yeah, it's got to be careful though. You don't want to get sent off.
Don't think there's anything wrong with that chance though. Just came inside the ball.
No, I'm just saying. Like because flying in for one.
You'd risk spotting a Scottish football troubles. Best to give them a bit of independent football. Fair
I mean,
enough.
the fact they can't even put Celtic and Rangers fans in the same ground is pathetic. Like, there's rivalry and then just being pathetic.
Yeah, but they can't do the same in Turkey or Greece. Greece is mainly because
It's not the same ring to it, does it?
Yeah.
Turkey, Greece and Scotland, not trio. But I think a real football derby, you should be able to stand next to each other and not want to murder each other.
there should be that. But I think other than match day, there is that sort of.
But maybe as an English fan, I'm speaking of because English derbies have gone soft.
Right.
They have.
How?
Manchester derby is a piss take.
No, the Manchester Derby's never been a thing, really, though. Like, it's made a bit of a thing, but, like, because they weren't competitive for years,
But,
it
like,
was never really a
I mean,
thing.
United Liverpool to Josh because
And
Liverpool beat
exactly,
9-0.
well, exactly. United care more about Liverpool.
But they're still rubbish.
Well, no, they still have a very. That's a
I
very
guess,
fierce,
But
right?
I guess the bit London, I don't really because Chelsea Tottenham isn't like it used to be either. Because both teams are crap. It's just.
Arsenal Tottenham's still quite fierce. The Merseyside Derby's still very fierce.
But again, they're never not good enough.
But the problem is also like West Ham Mill hasn't happened for 40 years.
Villa Birmingham. Last time Villa Birmingham happened, a fan ran on and smashed Jack Grealish in the back of the head.
Now Jack Grealish tries to Man City, and that fan still doesn't get to go to Birmingham games.
No. But will he? If you asked him, was it worth it? He'll say 100% yes.
That man has never paid for a pint since.
Oh yeah, he walks to the pub. He's got 7 in his hand already. He's pretty drunk when he did it. A minute left to this additional time, then we're going to give Hibs a 15-minute break. They've done well. They've done what they can. I mean, you are playing against a Premier League, European finishing Premier League side. You're doing what they can.
Yeah, this really does show the difference though in the level of the Scottish League and the Premier League. Makes sense. The money is very, very different between the two. Ball in behind, looking for LA Johan. One back though. By Digne. Sorry, not Digne. Come
Who
on.
did Hibs beat to get here?
Luzerne, I believe, in Switzerland. Might be wrong. Chat. Well, the Brownie Force, I imagine, would know. Who did Hibernian play in their last game? I think it was Luzerne, but
Or do they not? Actually, no,
they would
they're
have
not
played.
anyone.
They would have played a couple, no?
I don't know. Don't know how it works.
Ball in behind,
I
looking
don't know
for
what round they chucked
Digne.
Scotland into. They wouldn't have chucked them both. No, they wouldn't. No, they must have played someone. They wouldn't have chucked 2 teams into this round. There's no way Scotland get chucked in the same round as
I
England.
believe it's half time. It is Aston Villa 3, Hibernian. It's been a fairly comprehensive victory for the Villains so far. Hibs, they've had some alright spells, but overall really struggled to match the level of Aston Villa so far. And yeah, unsurprisingly, Villa a healthy lead at the break. But yeah, not too bad. I did think the quality would be lower than this, so not bad from Hibernian. Villa have definitely been the better team, but yeah. Here's play Luzerne, yeah. Okay. I mean, they did win that at least. Luzerne aren't a terrible team. They're not exactly a Swiss football powerhouse, but they are up there with the likes of Young Boys, Zurich, Basel. But yeah, no, obviously not the best team there. But yeah, not bad from Hibernian. They've done all right at times. They've looked quite defensively solid. I mean, the fact is they've only really conceded because they can't block crosses and they can't challenge in the air, which is surprising given the mismatch in terms of height. But yeah, Villa short players winning those headers. But yeah, reverse fixture might be a massacre. Yeah, I think you're right there, Gary. Hibs are ranked 293rd in the Euro Club Index. When was the last time Hibernian were in Europe? Because obviously that'll have a massive impact on like coefficient, for example. Villa in the Conference League next season will be ranked like, I'd imagine, pot 4 because they've not been in European competition. Well, there will be other teams in the same boat. I think they'd be pot 4, which is interesting. That's why Tottenham were given such Tottenham had a horrible group despite them being pot 1. Don't know. But yeah, not a bad first half. Luton are on the list. Oh, right. Yeah, it's a different to coefficient then. What's the Euro Club Index, Nick Nack? So do you need to be in Europe? Doesn't include championship teams, though. Interesting, Nick Nack. I think the coefficient is purely based on the participation in Europe over the last 4 years, 5 years, something like that. But I don't know what the Euro Club Index is. But yeah, I don't think Aston Villa will be on the coefficient rankings. So if you look at it, they've not played. Really. So yeah. It's an interesting situation. I don't know how it will be grouped. But yeah. Will be interesting to see. I don't really understand the Conference League, to be fair. I think it's a bit of a strange one. To be fair, I don't think Premier teams should be in a Conference League. Should probably be Championship teams, says the Brownie Forces. An interesting thought. I definitely think the Premier teams deserve to be in there because if you look at it as so from the Serie A, you would have had Juventus this year, but I think it's now Fiorentina, isn't it? So it makes sense to have Villa 33rd on the European Club Index. Interesting. I don't know how that works then, but yeah. In terms of the other Conference League teams, then you're going to have teams like Fiorentina. I think who's Spain? Is Spain's Villarreal or something like that? I want to say. I'll have a look. Who's the teams that are qualifying? So yeah, you got Fiorentina, you got Lille from France. They're a very decent team. You got Alkmaar, you got Osasuna, you got Genk, you got Frankfurt, you've got Besiktas, Kyiv. So some really, really quality sides. I think Prem teams being in it does make sense, especially since it's not usually going to be the strongest Prem teams. You wouldn't, as you say, if you put all the top 6 in Newcastle now, it probably will be. But with Tottenham in it, didn't go very far. So yeah, I think either way, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of the sides from one of the top leagues. But is there a gap in the market for sort of a fourth European stage? Is that it's a competition, or is that sort of diluting it too much? I don't know. I don't even know what they call it. How many different leagues, how different names have they got up their sleeve? Europa Conference League. Will they just call the next one bring back the Intertoto Cup? That'd be decent, Nick Nack. But yeah. Also, what do we think of the expanded Club World Cup? Because from 2025, the next edition of the tournament, it's going to be like a World Cup. So it's going to be 32 teams, like proper group stage knockouts, rather than the current weird system where 8 teams sort of play a couple games and then whoever won the Champions League wins it. Because obviously the Club World Cup is the winners of all the different confederations' Champions Leagues. So obviously the Asian Champions League winners, the South American. And usually European side wins it because they're the best. But from 2025, they're doing an expanded version, which is, people won't be happy with all those extra games. No, I think that is the biggest criticism is, do we need more European, do we need a Club World Cup? Well, I think it's going to be an interesting thing. But I think, I don't know, they've got to negate the games somehow. Because at the moment, if you introduce the Club World Cup, there is one summer every 4 years that the players get off. The others, they're all playing some sort of tournament. If you're playing one of the top sides. If you're playing for a Man City or something like that, then you're either playing a Euros, a World Cup, or Club World Cup, and then you get 1 year. We'll probably throw something in that as well. Yeah, welcome back.
Hello.
Just discussing other things other than the first half. Not a lot to talk about for the first half. Villa, the better side, really.
Villa scored again.
It was... They couldn't really get the ball down, couldn't really do anything. They tried to play it long and look for the runs of Boyle and Eli Yuan, but yeah, overall couldn't really make a lot happen, but not too bad from here so far. Brighton might be good in Europe, says Chelsea fan. Yeah, I think the Europa League's going to be real good this season because you've got Brighton, you've got Liverpool from the Prem, you've got Roma in it, I want to say.
No.
Roma Champions League?
No.
Roma got no Europe.
Yeah.
Are they 8th?
They might be Europa League.
Should. I was going to
So
say.
they won the... No, who won the conference? West Ham, you got Europa League. Whoever gets knocked down from the UCL as well.
Yeah, Roma have Europa League.
You're alongside Atalanta.
That's pretty decent, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know who's qualifying at the moment. We're just looking for the teams in the Conference League then. So, provided the big clubs win their games, you've got, well, Kiev, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Twente, Frankfurt, Fiorentina, Genk, Lille, Osasuna, Bruges, Alkmaar. Probably the best sides, and obviously Villa with a good chance of winning. So there's still some level of competition. Basically, the Brownie Forces was saying, should it be Championship sides or Prem teams? But I think, given that other leagues also said top division sides, it'd be weird to put the Championship sides in there. But yeah. I do think the Carabao Cup should be Prem. I think the Carabao Cup should be Championship downwards. But that's sort of against the point of the Papa Johns.
The Championship kind of stuck in the middle because you have the Papa Johns for League 1, League 2 and Under 21 sides. Then you have the Trophy and the Vase as you go further down. And the FA Cup's all the leagues. So the Championship kind of just get missed out. I think
they are in the Carabao Cup, but they often can get semis and not a lot more. I mean, they didn't even get that this year. It's Southampton, Newcastle and United Forest semis, weren't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And whereas in the FA Cup, it was actually Sheffield United who got to the semis. And got battered by City at Wembley. But no, I think that's the thing with the Conference League. This might look like a convincing game. Once you get to the latter stages, we've got Villa versus Fiorentina or Villa versus
Lille,
Alkmaar. Who is it? Is it Osasuna?
Osasuna. Spain.
So it will get me more interesting.
Frankfurt from Germany.
And obviously do teams get knocked down to the Europa League into the conference?
I don't know how it works this year. I know they won't from the 2024 obviously readjustment to all the leagues, all the European competitions, but I think maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But Europa League will be very competitive as well, as we say. The Prem's a lot of good sides in that.
The Brownie Force said they should do a British Cup for every English, Welsh, Scottish, and Northern Irish team. So what? The problem is you'd have to do the FA. You'd either have to throw them into the FA Cup or get rid of the FA Cup to do that, because if not, you'd have two competitions which are very samey,
and
the whole
English football fans are going mental.
That's the problem, really, isn't it? You can't have.
But not the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, potentially throw them in the Carabao Cup, but you can't really have every team.
Theoretically, Prem and Championship sides wouldn't be in the tournament for a very long time, would they?
No.
If you've got Manchester City versus Larne, what's the point? It'll be 57-0
Who's
at half time. Northern Irish team.
Okay.
I think.
Never heard of Larne. But yeah.
I think I'm right. Someone please do correct me if I'm wrong. Or someone else. I think Larne is a football team.
We're seeing his best moments now.
They got past halfway line.
This is the time when they kicked it to Johan. He didn't go anywhere.
That's the best moment of the game.
The best moment.
I thought Boyle looked pretty sharp on this right-hand side.
Yeah, that's looked decent. Yeah, he's held the ball best. And we saw here a nice little dribble, and then he got. Is this the one when he got caught by Digne? No, this led to.
Ball past halfway line, did they? Yes.
Led to a good chance.
Go on. I was the one who got
Abita switched the play.
But Boyle's
the Boyle's the move was very good.
Decent though. Decent. But he hasn't been too bad. In terms of changes, you'd expect to see a couple for Villa.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins already got 2 goals. Get John Duran on there. Get Seb Revan. Get Josh Feeney. You get 5 subs. Maybe don't sell on too many players, but Maybe Revan, Watkins, and Traore.
Yeah, sure. Something like that. And Nick, that's saying only a week until the groups get drawn. Obviously, we are live for the Champions League draw next
When
Thursday.
Europe League and Conference League? Do they follow on?
Let's have a look. Well, they won't follow the UCL draw, will they?
Why not? Why not?
Because they wouldn't have played the games yet. Watching Villa Hibs after, aren't we?
We're not doing it. We don't do the draws. I'm not sitting here trying to read out some of the Conference League names.
No, they don't go. They're not till Friday.
Day after then.
8 a.m. for the Conference League draw.
No.
You fancy that?
I probably will watch it, but from my bed. I'm not streaming that.
Then your Europa League draw is...
Same day as deadline day, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's the Friday the 1st September. Oh, well, same time.
Are they both 8 a.m.?
Both 8 a.m. So I'm guessing they'll do one, and they're not going to do it at the same time and just shout
what
them
is that?
out
Where's the...
in the same room. They're both hosted at the same place.
Oh, Monaco. I thought it said Morocco.
Monaco, same as the Champions League one.
Oh, so... No, the Europa League one's not in Monaco anymore. I thought it said Morocco. I better shut the door. I thought you were going.
The Europa League one is in Monaco. Conference League one is also in Monaco.
I thought it said Morocco.
Okay, but it would be a weird thing to host the European competition draws in Morocco, but yeah, they are both. They're in the same place. So I imagine they'll do one then the next, but they haven't specified which way round. So
Let's do both at the same
both 8 a.m.
Yeah, they're different names out.
Yeah, we were going to do a deadline day stream because we thought it was August the 31st. The deadline was on, but deadline's not till Friday the 1st. So
Stupid.
yeah, we were going to do a stream after the second leg of this game, Hibs Villa game. But yeah, probably won't just do a stream on the Friday.
I mean, Hibs legend now getting interviews. I know he took the building out. Can't quite say who he is. Des Brem. I played
Former
both.
Hibernian and Aston Villa.
Was he?
Like John McGinn. Das Bremer. What are you about to say?
Don't know.
You can say, did he win the European Cup with Villa?
That's what I think. I don't think
Possibly.
he did.
Let's
I
have a
don't
look.
think he did.
When did Das Bremer play for Aston Villa?
I'm saying big, this is big for Villa. As we said at the start, they could be European champions since '82.
Alright, I've searched his name and he's not come up. He's a Dutch historian.
He's not a Dutch historian. He's a legendary footballer. I don't know then.
Here we go. Found him. It's Des. I've misspelled his name. Desmond. Yeah, he played in the European Cup final.
Yeah. Under, was it? I can't.
1982.
Not Bart. I can't remember the manager's name. Villa's manager's name. It wasn't Barton.
He also played for Scotland once.
Oh, good for him.
He got one game for Scotland.
Big game. I'm sure you loved it.
Yeah, came through at Hibs, played 199 games, then went to Villa.
Also, what's I can't remember his name now? The Brownie Forces. What does Mon the Hibbies mean? I've noticed.
Come on, the Hibby.
Oh yes.
It's not
No, it's
something.
not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, why don't they say come on then, not rather than Mon?
Oh, I know other people do so.
What, Mon the Hibbies?
Yeah.
Just say come on. What's the difference? By Hibernian out for the second half. I mean, Villa are nowhere to be seen.
Pundit's still on the pitch. We're burning them out very early.
It's not studio in Hibernian, is it?
Well, no, but that usually they'd have gone back to the game now.
No,
Back to
don't do
commentary.
that sooner than now.
But yeah. Anyway, not long left now. Till the
this
second
guy's
one.
got some really thoughtful things to say.
Tesla says, which of the Premier League teams do you think will go furthest in the Champions League and Europa League? I think it will be... Who even are in the Champions League for England? Probably City. They're going to win it, aren't they?
I will go United
United?
and Brighton.
United? So they're going to win it then?
No, United will go quarters.
There is no way that an English side don't win the Champions League.
Yeah, there is.
Nah.
Real Madrid.
That's the only way.
Robin Olsen's Cup. What?
Robin
No.
Olsen's going on for Emi Martinez.
No.
I think there's only 8 teams that could win the Champions League, and 4 English clubs. City, not City, Real, Barca.
As well.
It's Jordan Abita's off.
For Jego.
That's one of the 3 players I knew.
What is the one change I would not have made?
Robin Olsen's on. Just a minute.
Since he came put on a Villa shirt, he's been tragic.
Well, looks like I see 3. Doesn't really matter.
Well,
He looks like I see 3.
I won't put it past him.
Hibbie gets pronounced high bees. Oh, okay. I'm on the high bees. I'm guessing that's a terrible Scottish accent, isn't it? I can't do Scottish. I can't do
Northern Irish.
You just say motorcycle helmet.
That's Northern Irish.
Oh,
Niggy.
yeah, exactly.
Niggy.
I can't do Scottish though.
No. Scottish, you have to be. Scottish accent, you can't. My Scottish goes Indian.
God, depends on the groups, I think. I'd like to see Newcastle do
Hang on, hold on.
Yeah. I want Newcastle to get a group with death. It would be so fun.
I want to see Newcastle. What pot of Newcastle?
4.
Okay, I want to see.
What Champions League history do you think Newcastle have? Their coefficient. Do you think Newcastle have been in the Champions League in the last 5 years?
I mean, it's 5 years. I mean, I don't know. They could have won it in 53. No. You said Champions League history.
They didn't win the Champions League in 1953, though, did they?
Who did?
Real Madrid.
That's a great guess. That's a very good guess, isn't it?
Should we have a look?
I'll go Milan.
No, definitely not. I'll say if it's not Real, it'll be Red Star.
No, think now guess. You guess one, you guess Real.
So yeah, no, I've said Real. 53. Oh, it wasn't even a thing yet.
Alright. Well,
starting in 55, 56.
Who won that?
Real.
Of course I did.
They won the first 5. That's what I said. Oh! Just over the bar.
Good save.
And yeah, tipped over by Robin Olsen. Already
should have claimed it.
Already forced into action there.
I am sorry. I just noticed that the side netting is tied together.
What
that blob of there's a hole in the net and they've just tied 2 bits of net together. Where that blob of white is. Rather than put it back together or fix it, they've just tied the hole together. Love it.
Olsen's flat and it's gone away.
Look at him. He's flat the hands.
Flying down the right hand side. Strong challenge from is that Will Fish? I think it is, and he's hurt himself in the process.
He tried not to. He tried to make it look like he didn't.
Guys saying my Welsh accent attempt equals Indian.
What a Welsh.
They go like
Karma.
in the valleys. Can't do.
I'm from Wales.
I'm in
Pontypandy.
Yeah, Pontypandy.
You better qualify a man, Sam.
There we go. There's just Welsh. Only lines from requirements. Hope you'll go far in the Europa League. Yeah, Das. Fair enough. I mean, realistically, Liverpool should absolutely piss it.
They won't.
They won't. Aren't Bettis in it? I don't think Matty was here, but he would. Yeah, he would know.
Here come Digne, Watkins.
There goes hat-trick. It's Aston Villa 3. Aston Villa 4. Sorry, Hibernian 0. 3 for Watkins. A very, very good day in the office, and I think it's off. I think it might be offside. It is indeed.
Boo!
Watkins' third is ruled out for offside.
Lion cheat. I should want to see John Durant. Who's offside? He's not offside.
He is very far offside.
No, in on the ball. Don't look at
I was looking at all the green players. He's claiming it's onside. Rest life.
VR does exist in Hibernian, so they could use it.
They are now.
Oh.
I
don't know if BBC have VAR.
Either that or he's just pretending to stick his thing in his ear.
I don't think BBC have VAR graphics.
Flag up, it's offside. I say it again. Never, says Nick Nack. That could go either way. Never onside, never offside. Is there no VAR, he asks?
Yeah, there is.
I'd imagine so. It's a UEFA competition.
They're using it now.
They only have the facilities for that. Big man. But, yeah. You imagine there is VAR in operation?
It'd be interesting to see what their verdict is.
Well, if it's anything other than onside, then they're wrong. Here we go.
There
we go.
Morning.
They are the signs that the goal is onside. Aston Villa 4, Hibernian 0. It's a 2-second decision. Yeah, I know. Look at that. They are efficient in UEFA.
Now bring on John Durant. He's caught at the weekend. I went back on pitch. Durant.
I also want to know. I want to speak to someone at UEFA.
Why?
And ask what were they doing when they scheduled the Conference League games?
Why?
Because tomorrow they kick off. The games kick off at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6. That loads at 6, loads at 7. Couple 7, one at 7:30, one at 7:45, no, then 3 to 7:45, none at 8.
Whose fans are going home? That's disgraceful.
Why? You're only 4-0 down.
You're 4-0 down to a Premier League side. This is
Yeah.
this is a European football, and you're walking out.
This isn't the first game of the Conference
Do you know
League.
what? I think Hibs have done well today, and I think those fans who are walking out right now, you are pathetic.
Right. But yeah, this is the second match of the Conference League qualification stage, of this round of the qualification stage so far. Spartak Trnava are 1-0 up against SC Dnipro. Scored 5 minutes ago from Kelvin Afori scored. I don't think it's being televised anywhere.
Well, about the game times, what time zones are they in? I don't think they were in Europe, so only like an hour or two between.
Yeah.
5 o'clock to us might be 7 o'clock there.
Well, FC Astana in Kazakhstan.
And that is
2-hour difference.
How do you know that, Red?
I just know that.
No, yeah, I suppose that side is Eastern Europe.
But then same for Tobol Kastana, who are also in Kazakhstan. And FK Struga kick off at 4, and they're in North Macedonia.
Right. All I want to see from this game now is Villa get some youth players on and rest up, and Hibernian bring on Adam Lafondra. That's all I want in this game.
Come on, Lee Johnson, we need a bit of
Lafondra. Nice compliment. It definitely should. You know, hasn't scored yet this season to get an assist against Everton.
Yeah, a little bit washed.
He's got 2 assists in 2 games.
Yeah.
That's hardly washed.
Yeah, welcome, by the way. Someone said, all goals such as Arctic Blast. I can't read your name because it's well, I don't want to be wrong here, but I believe it's Chinese or Japanese would be my guess, based off the characters in the name. But I don't read either of those languages. So apologies. Welcome to the stream. And in Scotland, that preliminary stands for Viking Assistant Referee. But yeah. Well, actually, it's on RTVS Sport and Union TV. Slovakia and Ukraine. Thank you, Gary. Really covering the channels we could definitely watch. Ref doesn't care.
It's on TNT Sports.
Joanne, why would they send a camera team to... Where even is the game tonight? Spartak Trnava.
They put games on that before. They put on earlier Conference League round games. Just random ones. Because all they've got to do is send one bloke and a camera. They don't need commentators, do they?
But why would they do that for something that nobody's going to watch?
Well, it's better than WWE highlights. Or like MotoGP from 2015. Who's watching that?
It's already as big a score as any Premier League team managed away to Championship opposition in the FA Cup last season, says Nick Nack.
Sorry, I think I didn't catch a word of that.
It's already as big a scoreline as any Premier League team managed away to a Championship opposition in the FA Cup last season.
Wow.
But yeah.
Says how rubbish Hibs are.
Doesn't count Wembley fixtures, if not, it would be 5-0 Manchester City.
Why?
Because they beat Burnley 5-0.
Was that at Wembley?
Well, it was a semi-final of the FA Cups, unless they've...
Well, no, it wasn't, because they played Sheffield United in the fight semi-final of the FA Cup. City did.
Still probably beaten by quite a heavy scoreline.
1-0.
That would have been at Etihad then.
Yeah.
So it won't count as an away one.
Shot!
It's messy for Hibernian, but they have had a shot.
Dang.
Courtesy of...
What's
quite catchy.
that?
A long ball over the top.
Watkins
is ever getting to that one.
It's not a road runner.
Oh, that was Brighton. They beat Borough 5-1 at the Riverside. From what I see, so I'm going to keep going. Kamara.
Going back in
Konza.
time. Don't get it in time. Think I did.
Looks alright from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, think I got it back in time.
Harry thinks he's a magician. City 3-0 away to Bristol City and Spurs 3-0 away to Preston with the others. Thank you, Ninak. Konza barreled over by Johan, and he has won a free kick for Villa. Deep in their own half, though. But yeah. Approaching the hour mark then, quickly. Doesn't seem like there's much left for Hibernian to do in this game. It feels like the tie is very much done.
Yeah.
Before we even get to that second
I mean,
one.
you expect her to make some changes soon.
We've already made one. Robin Olsen coming in.
Yeah. Not the one I made, but guessing give
Why
me 45
not?
minutes. I wouldn't know. Well, look at, I guess.
I think Olsen would play all the Conference League group stage games, no?
No.
Can't imagine Emmy will play Conference League group stage.
I'd have given it to Philip Marshall on that.
Oh, not David then.
No.
Buy him quickly. Diaby bursting forward, and David Marshall claims it. Play the Villa under 21s next match. I think they probably will, Gary.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'd expect to see.
There'll be some first team players that need fitness in there, and there'll be some Villa under 21s. Players like Morgan Sanson?
No, he's gone.
No. Leander Dendonga.
Injured.
They are bit part players.
No, I'd expect to see probably Olsen, and then defence probably made up of, because Cash doesn't play this game, so probably it would depend who plays Sunday, what happens on Sunday. But you expect to see maybe a Tielemans. It's annoying that a Rugbenham's injured as well, because he's not here to probably play.
Well, he'll probably play most of the Conference League group stage, no?
Yeah, once he's back fit, hopefully. But I don't know who you're going to play. Front two, probably Duran and Archer, if Archer's still at the club. Or Duran and Diaby, maybe. And then you got a lot of youth prospects you can call upon.
Couple. No, they sell them all, though, then they'll have none.
No, true. But smartly putting in buyback clauses. In case they suddenly decided to do it right, want them back. If Aaron Ramsey goes to Burnley and scores 30 goals, they'll probably buy him back.
Maybe. Depends.
They'll contemplate it. And Gary, Tielemans got 45 minutes against Newcastle, and then it went downhill from there. 2-1 down at half time. He comes on, they lose 5-1. So.
Yeah.
Diaby.
Gary saying great signing, but then again, so was Coutinho. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, Coutinho's a bit of a strange one, isn't he? I still think there's a brilliant player there.
Maybe under Unai Emery, see what happens. But he got injured again, so he's going to be out for another few weeks. Well, a few weeks, say a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. It's kind of maybe under Emery he could get far. That's not him, but it touched his chest.
Under Emery?
Under Unai, sorry, Emery.
Dear some imagine now.
Yeah.
Lol, it was when Tielemans came on that it all fell apart. Losing Mings didn't help either. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
I think the Everton game proved that was a random, out of the ordinary kind of bad day at the office for Villa.
Do you think fatigue will affect Villa though on Sunday?
I'm surprised that we're getting towards the hour mark and players like Watkins and Louise haven't been brought off.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'd bring them off now and have to bring them off in the 57th minute against Burnley. But I don't know, Emery knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's weird to see so many starting players playing, and rather than seeing, because you expect a bit of rotation in the side.
Because as much as you take it seriously,
like full strength.
I think playing John Duran and Yuri Tielemans still takes it very seriously.
Like Cash is the only player they've rested. It's a bit of a weird one.
And because Connor's gone to right back. I was risking it giving Diego Carson 90 minutes unless he thinks he can get through it. But I've learned anything from FM, never chuck a player back in and try and give him 90 minutes after an injury.
I think it's smart though in a game like this because he's not going to be. It's not as high intensity as much as obviously it's still a game of football. This has had a bit of a pre-season feel to it, in my opinion. Not a disrespect to Hibernian. There's just a difference in the quality, and Watkins is flying in behind now.
In fact, Watkins got a hat-trick already. I'll bring him off with Duran.
Plays it in. Diaby takes a touch, and it's just past the post.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, I'd expect Duran and Revan maybe. Revan for Carlosson.
Gary saying, "Wish Turner the best. Shitty way to go out." Same with Timber. Yeah, his ACL injuries affecting a lot of players right now. Good block back from Stevenson.
Anyone here would have shone this season, especially in the Conference League.
Yeah, Militao, Courtois, many others.
Real shame.
It's a massive concern as well.
I was seen a lot in the women's game as well.
There's been a large amount in the women's game, of course. ACL injuries. Corner out for Aston Villa. Luca Digne will whip this one in.
Didn't you? Why is McKinnon not on the corner? I swear he was on the corners first half.
Ball in. Headed just over the goal by Ezri Konsa. And out for a Hibernian goal kick. Not a bad account themselves here, Hibs, though. I don't think they've done particularly poorly.
They've done what they can. And I'd expect the second leg to be closer because Villa will rest more.
Yeah.
with half an hour to go, they would hope not concede again, because 5 or 6 does get a bit embarrassing. 4-0 is still a respectable-ish standard.
Johan can't beat Torres in the air. Then two more. Kamara, sorry.
Bailey's got to win that.
Ball forwards. Bailey puts the pressure on. Now he does get possession. Kamara knocks it back to Carlos.
Take his time. I mean, again, he's under no pressure, so he hasn't got to worry at all.
Yeah.
Lewis, Watkins, Diaby, this is brilliant football.
Just
to
out
Bailey.
wide. Leon Bailey gets there.
Brilliant.
Good play. Tries to cut it back to Watkins. Who's it going to fall to? Doesn't quite fall to him again. Cleared away well by the number. Was it number 11?
Let's get McGinn a go.
Johan now going forwards down this right hand side. Has Boyce and Venti in the option.
Boyle wants it, Boyle can get it.
And now Villa back in possession. Lewis. Lovely lifted ball out wide to Leon Bailey. Heads it down to Diaby. Joe tries to flick it back. Cut out by Boyce. And now they're coming forward again, Hibs. Ball inside. Now back out to number 14 dropping in there, who is, of course, Jego. So there was a change of shape when a beater came off. Johan. Knocks it back to Fish. Now Hanlon. Stevenson. Knocks it back to Hanlon. Fish. Lifts the ball forward looking for the run of Boyle. Sorry, Boyce. There's Boyle. Nothing comes of it though. But yeah, not bad for Hibernian last sort of 5-10 minutes. Definitely looked a little bit more in this match. I'll be happy with that at least. But yeah, as we say, still a little bit off the pace of Villa really.
Tielemans.
Your Tielemans going to get involved now?
I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't come on, but I'm really surprised to not see more. 27 minutes to go, we're already falling lap. Why are we not getting the youngsters on? We've brought them away to Scotland, just play them.
Yeah. And Nick saying Gonzalo Montiel has joined Forest. Yeah, he has on loan. Very
brilliant.
Very good addition.
Was it a loan?
A World Cup winner.
Oh, I thought it was a permanent.
Well, you imagine if he does well, they'll look at making that move a permanent.
Yeah.
Obviously, World Cup winner just 8 months ago.
I mean, he's back up, isn't he, at Sevilla, so I can see why he wants to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's back at Sergio, not Forest, he should leave immediately.
You imagine he would be, no?
That is a bizarre one. They don't need a right back. Or he's putting a shift in.
Unless they play a 3-back, in which case Montiel or Aurier could operate as a right centre half and the other one plays a wing back. Probably Montiel deeper, Aurier higher.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that side, correctly, what's his name? The Brownlee someone? Who is he? Who's the person in chat? Hibs fan. I can't remember your name.
That's a bit thing. The Brownie Forces.
Brownie Forces. Or anyone knows anything about Hibs? I believe they just on the sideboard said their captain gets sponsored. Today's captain sponsor, unless it means the sponsor, like the captain of sponsors.
Oh, that's why. What?
It confused me. That's what I'm trying to get a definition there.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is.
Louise, you'd expect him to come off in a minute, probably, for Tielemans.
Ball played into Moussa Diaby. Now moves out wide to Leon Bailey. Looking to run at them now. Bailey can cause some problems. Goes left, goes right, guts back left. And that's one back by Ogle. Or Oggy, I believe his name is.
Oggy.
Something like that.
I was like that Jeggy guy. Jeggy.
Jego, that's it, sorry, not Oggy. Jego.
That sounds like a nickname like his mates would give him in the pub.
Jego.
Jego.
Jego, mate.
Diaby. He went for the stars and landed nowhere near the moon.
What?
No.
He went for the stars, man, nowhere near the moon. Well, he probably at the stars and
He went for the stars and landed on the moon. Showing that Watkins on the side there. Hang on, they've taken that graphic from the UEFA coverage, clearly.
Why?
Because that's UEFA's coverage in black and white, but they've shut their own scoreboard in the corner. Why wouldn't you buy all UEFA's coverage and just put it on BBC?
I guess you'd have to buy it.
Well, surely they paid for it unless they crop that bit off the UEFA coverage and stuck it on there.
Screen record.
They'll slip Infantino 5 next time they see him.
But no, it's probably easy just because it'd be more expensive to set up a whole VAR system. So they'll just have that given to them by UEFA.
McGinn, still McGinn, runs a corner. Will the change now come for Villa? Or not?
Maybe. We'll find out. It will indeed. Kamara. It's going to be Boubacar Kamara making way for Euro Germans.
Fair enough.
Will probably be the next Portsmouth Knack. I don't know, because they're not signing completely stupid signings. They're not making stupid signings.
They're a decent side as well.
Lingard was a bit brain dead last summer, but I think our is a great addition. He was a great addition.
I would say Chris would surprise me, but I do like that rotation. They've both scored so far this year.
Penn, no?
No. Well, maybe, but they've still both scored. He's got as many as a 1 year.
Yeah. Dangerous if they go down. Yeah, but I think because their players... because their players are young, they'll be able to shift them quite easily.
Nearly in from the corner from W.
But yeah, the wages would be horrendous.
Good defender from Vante. Denier just gives him... Why am I calling everyone Danier?
Different names.
Danier and Vante.
His name's Vente.
Again.
The big coffee at Starbucks.
Ball in.
What
was you shooting?
Side netting.
He's on in the mix.
It's a goal.
Shut twice up in the corners.
Layman's in the crowd.
Yeah. The fact that he tries to score a goal from a corner. Triple change for Hibs, and this is what I'd expect to see from Villa. It is... I can't tell you who any of those blokes are. And here comes another... It's got to be a triple for Villa, right? To run out on next one count and a half time, didn't it? It's going to be Hanlon's coming off. Stevenson's got the armband.
Yeah, I was going to say, Stevenson gets the armband now. 527 appearances, don't even get the armband from the off. Just great. It's a triple change for Hibernian. We've got many subs happening.
That guy's coming on, that guy's coming off.
There's loads of people. Campbell's off, number 32.
He's replaced by...
Here we go. Campbell off for Dulhays, Hanlon off for Bashiri, and Vente off for Deutsch, who is now...
Where's Adam Lafondra?
Fantastic, yeah.
I've got a chant for it, and here comes John Duran for Villa. And I'm guessing he's to replace Ollie Watkins. He is, and Bertrand Traore is also going to come on for Villa.
So I've one sub left.
Probably replace Leon Bailey.
Or Diaby.
Yes. Bailey. Makes sense. Watkins got his hat trick. Bring on Bailey. No, don't do that. Bring on Duran, and now Traore. Comes on for Bailey. With 22 minutes to go, get Duran a goal. Obviously scored within a minute. Scored within the minute of him coming on against Everton. Could he do the same tonight? We're counting now. Here we go. He's got to 69:47 on the clock. Luis Digne.
They got to get the ball forward quickly. They want to get him a goal before then.
They have to do that. Pau Torres. He looked like he had a rough day on his debut, but he looked really good against Everton. But I think I could defend against Everton.
Yeah? Do it then.
I'd love to. I'd love to have the opportunity to.
Yeah. I don't think it would be a very fun experience for you. So Neil Mopey might look crap compared to Manuel Akanji.
Oh no, I'm not going to go near Neil Mopey. He'd beat me out.
Who are you going to mark then?
He didn't start for them. He didn't start for them. Who did start for them? Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, but he's injured now, so it'll be Mopey.
No, against Villa. Who started up front? It wasn't Mopey. Mopey didn't start. No, he didn't. He came off the bench.
I'll look. It was Calvert-Lewin. Then he came off with an injury.
Oh, he did. That's when Mopey came on.
So it would be Mopey. Still.
If I was to play him now, yes.
If you play Calvert-Lewin, but he's injured, that would be a piece of piss.
I see, and I'll win. Oh, long ball, looking for...
Konza.
And that didn't find him.
I was looking for Johan, but Konza dealt with it.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, Johan. Like Johan Visser.
Nope. Like Eli Johan.
Oh, yeah, that's him. He is the Eddie. Give up all names.
2 minutes to go then. Villa will be hoping to add another to their tally, probably, but neither side will be too fast.
No.
Hibs know that it's probably done now this time, but they've given it a decent go.
Yeah. I mean, they'll find motivation for next week because the one thing, the big thing will be go out there and play for the shirt.
Get a win on the night.
I say, give some pride for the away fans.
But also, they've got to go to Birmingham. They might as well try and win.
Yeah. Equally, surely let's let the fans on the same bus because how many people are going to travel down from Hibernian to Birmingham after being 4-0 down on aggregate? Apart from the very loyal ones.
Yeah.
Here comes Johan, losing out to Dear Harvey.
Bailey. Tielemans. Konza. Now it's with Carlos. Awesome.
Well, that's my key.
Lewis. Back to Awesome. McGinn.
John McGinn. Nice to get John McGinn a goal
Yeah.
to round off his stay in Hibernian.
The Browning Force says a few of my mates have tickets for the second leg away. Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure I'll be a cracking day for Hibs fans.
Witness the
Regardless of the result. Really. Yeah. We will be live for it. For anyone that wants to join us, we'll be live next Thursday. We've got the UCL draw at 5 o'clock BST. And then we'll be live from 15 minutes before kickoff. So quarter to 8.
Anyway, Stonewall.
That's a fantastic movement from John Duran. And Roger Ferrari. And he owns himself a pen.
Clumsy.
A chance for her to fifth.
Stevenson, no.
For someone who's made 500 appearances for the club, he's a little
He's got so much experience. He's done that. Also,
just gets such great movement from Traore.
Also, either it's chucking it down, the referee's really sweaty.
Maybe both.
Because his hair is drenched, but it's not raining.
Maybe at half time he dunked his head in the sink.
Maybe. I don't know how.
Also, it's very warm because look at even Cons.
Is it ever hot in Scotland?
Lewis is very sweaty.
Yeah.
Why are we playing this game so early? Does anyone know? Is it because of the Hearts game?
No, Harkins tomorrow.
That's why it was moved a day. Yeah.
Why is it called? Douglas Lewis from the penalty spot to make it 5-0. Obviously, he's now designated penalty taker. Ollie Watkins stripped of the duties.
Lewis steps up and he scores. No mistake from the spot. It is 5-0 Aston Villa.
That's the reason he's been brought in. 2 out of 2
Comfortable start to their Conference League qualification legs, really.
Yeah. That is frustrating from a FPL purposes, by the way, that Watkins not on pens anymore.
Yeah, that's why I don't have him. Because I know
Maybe isn't he bringing Douglas Lewis? Oh, was anyone encroaching? No.
It wouldn't matter anyway, would it? It's only if a Hibernian player encroached.
No, Villa player, because they scored.
Put up the goalkeeper.
Was it Duran? I think Duran did.
Wasn't really. A bit pedantic because I make him take it again and score again.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't. I couldn't read. What are you going home for?
Well, some of them are old. They'll probably take them 15 minutes to get down the stairs.
Yeah, look at that poor bloke. I don't know, but that's 16. Like, I get it if you leave 5 minutes early because you're 5-0 down and you might take a time, as you say, to get down the stairs. But come on. You've got
Cash coming on now.
Left. That seems better. Put on Seb Revan or Josh Feeney. That's all Villa subs now. So taking 2 children to go sit on the bench in Scotland for nothing.
You're not complaining, are you?
No, you can take like Scotland for nothing.
And?
So when was Douglas Suarez de Paulo?
Suarez de Paulo is just This is a different bloke.
Yeah.
Love that from BBC Scotland. Suarez de Paulo with that penalty goal then.
I guess they actually put his real name on there rather than what he goes.
That's probably Douglas Luiz Suarez de Paulo.
Well, they choose, don't they, the Brazilian players?
Just pick a name out of a hat.
Well, no, like Hulk and Willian and Richarlison.
He wasn't born Hulk. I'll give you that.
His parents call him the Hulk.
Just not even the just Hulk.
Just Hulk. What's his surname? It doesn't
Smash.
Have one. He's Hulk. He's Hulk. Hi, Mr. Smash. How you doing?
Douglas Luiz. Full name.
Turns out that's not his old name. It's just a random.
Yeah, Douglas Luis Suarez de Paulo.
Why would they do that? Why would BC always be different?
Also, if R9 scores, they just say Nazario bagged.
Well, I
I think otherwise that really
Nazario.
wouldn't work.
Borges de Silva. That's Williams.
Yeah. Anyone from Brazil, really.
Yeah. Who's that on the floor? Don't know, but it was straight back up. Duran, it was straight
You
back
just
up.
put Dos Santos Jr., no one's going to know Neymar scored.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Stevenson's already had
He's
he won a
struggling.
goal in a Conference League
He is
game.
struggling.
He didn't care what end it went in.
He gave that penalty and he stuck it in his own goal. Poor bloke's trying his best.
Still time for a couple more, says Nick Knack. Yeah, there always is time. Look, Marshall had it covered even if Stevenson did leather in his own net.
The Burnley still singing loud and proud. They've got a megaphone as well. I rate it. I rate the Hibernian. Shout out to the Hibernian Ultras. They're not leaving. They've got megaphones. They've got flags.
Shout out if they're watching.
Well, they're there with their megaphone. Like, right, I want to know the guy who's on someone's shoulders with a megaphone. That is quality. Some
Didn't you?
teams have drums. Some teams have a band.
Here is Moussa Diaby. Now Tielemans. Digne. Decent ball in for his right foot, to be fair. Falls to Douglas Lewis. I think he might strike it, but he moves out wide
That
to
did
Yuri
pass.
Tielemans. Now it's with Diaby. No, sorry, Traore. Digne. Tielemans. Try to to Traore. Loses possession.
Oh, what's he doing?
Dzeko
brilliant.
can't make anything happen.
Traore.
But he's on a free kick. The old Dzeko, what you like?
Oh, a lad. Woo, Jago. Don't mess with Jago. Right. I'm going to night out.
Never a quiet night out with Dzeko,
No.
is it?
I'm going to night out. Number 2, who I'm invited is Jago.
Who's number 1?
I don't know, but I just know Jago isn't number 1. There's someone.
Right. I know my number 1, but he's not a celebrity, so I'm not gonna... You know him.
Well, I know a lot of people, so that's a very vague answer.
Depends on the type of night out.
Oh, I do know it.
If we're going to a cocktail bar, and
Yeah, I'm taking him 100%. What a legend.
if we're going to
You know, Jago might be 4th, you know, there's 3 people that I'd take.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, we've
Jago's
got
on the list.
10 minutes left.
Oh, Boyle needs him on the ball, eh?
Carlos. Cash.
I think that's wrong with Villa's defence. It feels weird to call them Torres and Carlos. It's pound, like the kind of names you don't really.
Bow sounds like a sound effect. And it is one if you sound.
Yeah.
If you go bow.
Right, 12 minutes, guys. We've seen it go. Let us know.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, yes, we've already seen 5. Are we see any more? How many more have we seen? Give us a number. 1, 2, or 3.
That's what I was saying, another 5.
Maybe 4. You think there's enough 5?
Chelsea fans said 10 0. I'm on with his prediction, you know. What did you say at the start?
Maybe you meant 10. Do you know what?
Do
Maybe.
we do predictions?
Yes. No.
We've got 2 predictions on today's show. I'm going to go 5 0.
We didn't even do predictions. I wonder if Chelsea fan meant 10-0 on aggregate.
Traore bursts inside.
Oh, he's sat one half.
Fantastic.
What is he doing now?
He's fanning around though. He's
Yeah.
playing FIFA. He's
Yeah.
going round the goalkeeper.
He's playing FIFA against his 2-year-old cousin.
Strike from Digne, blocked
Handball.
wide. The Brownie Force says there'll be one more. Hibernian goal. Or
Do you want to back it?
Villa one.
5-1. Go on, hit. Got the Hibs. Just to rub it in Hearts' faces.
What's wrong with Hearts?
They're all people. Up the Hibernian. I'll go 6-1. 2 more goals.
Hmm.
And the Ultras being mental. That bloke with his megaphone, he's going to get pissed tonight because he can say his team scored a goal against Aston Villa. He's going to paint Edinburgh green. Digne. He is fouled. That is a free. No, he's not. Apparently, referee going to blow his whistle and then sort of Hibernian on that. Here's the goal. Yuan, he can't get to the other side of Diaby and he's not getting through there. He still looked alright. He looks like a decent player. Yuan, Eddie Yuan.
Eddie Owen, yeah. I mean, it's brilliant on. I remember watching him come through there, and because he was flying when we were big fans of FC Nottingham. For you and part of the show.
Back.
Exactly.
Blasphemy.
Simon in a
Right.
pack.
That was the best line of it.
Such a good
Who
song.
wrote it? Was it between the two?
Yes, me and Kieran when we were brainstorming before.
So you wanted that.
So years ago, yeah, it's not review. Summon Le Bombe and Le Fon up the non. It's a bit of a tune to be fair.
It was really good. My favourite line was it Blast? Who was it?
Palios at the back, Simon in attack. Don't forget the blast major.
That's quality.
Very good. Yeah, never incorporated Eddie Yavahan into the song. Probably should have.
No, Joanne.
What we just sing that? Little note.
Oh.
Anyway, it's very warm in here. We've got 9 minutes left of
Right.
the game. Kyle, Hibernian trying to come forward. Good challenge from Yuri Tielemans. Good fighting that from Huel, is it? Huel? Something? That's not Huel, is it? That's
Jago.
No.
Doyle Hughes.
Oh, he's in behind.
You are.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's
Where's he
actually
going?
great.
Where's he going? Why is it
That
so
was the
bad?
chance. That was the chance.
Oh, I was going to start singing a song about him.
No, it's
The old didn't have singing a song about him.
Newell. That's it.
You.
No, Newell.
Oh.
Joe Newell.
Yule lock. Did he do it all at Pitt and only taught them at Christmas? Where was his touch going? Oh, he double touched it.
Press X twice.
No, he took a touch with his left and then kind of dragged it into the path of his right.
Didn't you? Hat-trick of assists, by the way. It's a good game.
Yeah, because they kept crossing the ball in. Lee Johnson looks fuming. I don't know what else he wants his team to do. They're playing Aston Villa.
Oh, he looks sad.
Good.
Maybe he's a hug.
No.
Do you know?
They can get a hug of the ad he's got next to him.
What?
His coach called AD.
Oh, right. Ado Domino. Ball in behind.
Oh, Durant.
Durant ain't going to get
Corner.
there
It's
because
not a corner.
centre half.
Oh,
Oh,
what are you
Durant
fighting?
wants some.
Who is that? What's
David
David Marshall?
Marshall's corner now.
Never getting a bar fight with David Marshall.
It's Ricky. That's just his name, apparently.
Oh, the centre half was swearing like really Lambert.
His name's Bashiri. Rocky Bashiri. He used to play for Norwich.
Rocky
Do you remember?
Bashiri. Rocky Bashiri.
Yeah, he's a
Rocky
highly rated.
Bashiri. Rocky.
Is that Congo? I think it's Congo. So that's good.
What sports scene is that? The Scotland version of like final score?
Yeah, sports scene. Still of Scottish sport.
So if you want to watch these highlights again, it's 7:15 tonight.
It's 8:30.
Digne. No, definitely 7:30.
I did say 7:15. That must be tomorrow, unless
Tomorrow's the women's Scottish women's Premier League.
it's there's Scotland not an hour ahead. What's going on here?
This was AM.
Ooh, might be.
But who's got a quarter 7? But match of days.
I don't know how I was about to look.
What, rewatch it on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go. No, 6 minutes to go. That's horrific mathematics. Here's Rocky. Rocky Baba.
Rocky Bashiri is still decent. Like, I reckon he
Or just Rocky.
Road.
Rocky Road. Here's Rocky.
God, you're a bit into Rocky, mate. He's a good
I
footballer.
love him.
But it's a surprisingly decent Hibs side, like.
Yeah, I don't think they should have lost 5-0 tonight.
No.
Yeah, a bit
I
sharp
knew,
for the crosses.
I knew some of the play.
Don't give a penalty.
It's a
a bit
defence.
sharp.
Defence has been a bit of a clown show.
I love David Marshall and I have loved Stevenson, right? But he's in crap.
And Will Fish is playing for United,
Yeah.
but he's not good either.
David Marshall's done what he can.
So probably the reason that sentence is in past tense.
Yeah. Yuan's look good.
Marshall's a decent Prem keeper back in his day.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at
maybe
the old
very good
guy with a megaphone. Now I don't know what he stood on. Probably someone's back. He's killing
The
them.
Hibs Ultras are a bit
They're menacing.
menacing.
Are Celtic and Rangers fans actually that scary?
Yeah, anyone from Scotland is scary.
They are pretty. They're like aggressively nice people.
I only know one Scottish lady, and I don't like her. She's got greyhounds, and she drives around our neighbourhood and just sticks her head out of car windows and shouts mean things at children. She's a great person.
No,
Anyway,
he's not.
Cash.
I know a few other Scottish people. I do actually
Duran.
like. They're brilliant people.
Yeah, fair enough. Good. I think most of Scottish is very Scottish people are nice.
I know some I don't like.
It's just going to get list of now, isn't it?
No.
No, just list Scottish people.
No.
But yeah.
We're just seeing this out now, in no rush to play any football. Just going to enjoy knocking around the back. But a decent game, no decent stream. Thanks everyone who's turned up and watched.
Yeah, it's been great. And welcome to, well, like 5 people have subscribed today, so thank you guys very, very much.
Especially the Brownie Forces who've been in the whole game. I hope we've provided a decently enough account of how good Hibernian are at football.
Yeah.
I try not to slate off Scottish football too much.
But yeah, of course, if you want to join us next week, we'll be doing a coverage of the second leg as well, following our UCL draw coverage. We're very excited about those streams.
Would we ever cover the Old Firm?
Could do. Very much could do, yeah.
Because
could do Hibs Hearts.
It's the only game that is guaranteed for someone at the centre. But that's changed a little bit now, though.
Well,
when is it? Postecoglou's team just danced around Van Bronckhorst.
Nah,
whereas back in the day, it was Rodgers versus some random Scottish man. And
now it's Rodgers versus Gerrard, no?
Might have been, yeah. Rodgers versus Gerrard.
Well, now it's Rodgers versus Van Bronckhorst.
53rd minute, Scott Brown would every single game go through someone's ankle and get sent off.
It's Sunday the 3rd September.
I guess there'll be something going on.
We are live for Newcastle Brighton, I believe.
We're not doing both. Too hot.
Exactly.
Del Ferry.
Kickoff.
Del Ferry.
Saturday the 30th of December, so a couple of days after Christmas.
Yeah, I'm right, thanks. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry late Christmas. Here's Scott Brown and Murty's left now. Where did he go for Hearts?
No.
Aberdeen.
Maybe.
Is he still at Aberdeen?
I don't think.
I don't keep up with Scott Brown's transfer news. He might retire. Oh, Charles Phillips. Oh, Power Torres stopped them.
There's 5 Scott Browns. Which one is he?
The bald one. The very bald one.
None of these are bald.
Very pale, very bald.
I know what Scott Brown looks like. None of these are Scott Brown. One plays at Wraith Rovers, not him.
How is Scott Brown not on there? It's Scott Brown. What other Scott Brown is there? Where is Scott Brown?
He doesn't manage Fleetwood, does he?
No, he doesn't. When did Scott Brown manage? He might.
So he's not on football then. He's a Scottish manager. He manages Fleetwood.
He's managing. Sorry, how have I not heard of this?
He's got his hair. That's why I didn't recognise him. He's got his hair back. Look, he's a hair transplant. There's no way that's natural.
Oh my god!
Scott Brown's a Fleetwood man.
Scott Brown's been to Turkey, got some hair, and he's now a manager.
Fleetwood.
How do we not know this?
Also, what is Fleetwood's recruitment strategy? Because didn't Joe Barton manage him like a year ago or something? So they just go, what bang average former central midfielders exist?
The bald, pale Scottish Scott Brown, who spent his career at Celtic smashing into Pitt and getting sent off every other game,
now manages Fleetwood.
now has hair and plays and manages Fleetwood.
What's the more shocking thing? I think it's the hair.
That is the greatest recovery of hair since. That's massive.
Ever, apparently.
Yeah, honestly.
Nah, there's others out there.
That man came out the womb without hair, never grew hair, and still never had hair.
No, he has hair for the first time.
Scott Brown has hair and manages Fleetwood.
What world are we living with, Scott Brown?
Imagine his team talks. They also quality.
Oh, very scary.
That's astonishing. We've made a discovery here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and whoever else is watching. We have made a brilliant discovery that Scott Brown not only has hair, that he manages Fleetwood Town. I might cry. It's so beautiful.
Johan, cutting
I
inside.
wonder what his wife thinks.
Causing a lot of problems here, Johan.
Maybe she got rid of him. That's what happened. He changed.
He went gym,
He
got
became
hair.
less aggressive, became hench, got hair, and moved to England. It's fairy tale.
How Fleetwood getting on?
Imagine that bodily and rubbish. John McGinn finds Duran. Can Villa get one more? Plus 3 added on Duran shoots. That's where you really want to go.
They are 21st. They have got 1 point from 4 games. They're currently in the relegation zone.
They're going down.
They probably need to sack Scott.
Yeah, why would you employ him? That's a recipe for disaster. Unless they want his hair knowledge. Digne down injured. He's just been clobbered by a bloke called Boyle's just murdered Luke Digne.
He was there last season as well.
Was he? He's
I think it's May 2022.
This is mental. I'm panicking. Scott Brown's done a whole year of management. I never knew.
They finished.
Oh, blimey!
They finished 13th. But more recently, they've not won a game since April.
Scott Brown, he's here.
So far, they've lost to Cambridge, Bolton, and Derby. That's not too bad. They're all good.
No, yeah, they're not good. Cambridge are fine,
and they drew with Carlisle.
I was born in Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Navy.
Their last win was against MK Dons, who got relegated.
Carlisle's in Wales, isn't it?
No, what?
Is it not?
No, Carlisle's like near Newcastle.
Oh, that's what it is. That's where the accents come from.
That's what it is.
I couldn't pin what accent it was. I thought it was Welsh. Is it No. What team are going to see? Not. I know Cardiff don't. I'm not suited. It's another team are going to see in Wales.
Come on.
Maybe I think of Simmery. That's what Wales are called.
Yeah, that is what Wales are called. Or Cardiff Met Uni.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
I'm glad you helped me out that
They're
one.
very good. I think they win the league.
Yeah, probably.
No, Cardiff Met and Cardiff Met Uni can't be the same.
No. Because Met is police.
Yeah, I think that's different. Unless there's a police uni and they've got a team.
Yeah, maybe.
If Cardiff Met have a uni team, that's quality.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. Ref just play whistle, mate. It's all going.
Yeah.
I did see that.
It looks like a possible red to me, not that it matters. Okay. The Brownie Force says, someone in my school, their uncle is Scott Brown. So someone in your school is Scott Brown's nephew.
What? Hang on. I need to meet this man. Get me in contact with this person.
We need to meet Scott Brown. We need to get Scott Brown on the pod. Scott Brown's on the pod.
Scott Brown's on the pod. Hairline, what recovery? You've actually got hair. Where'd you get it from?
Scott Brown, known as days a fantastic interceptor and a great recoverer of balls and, well, now a recoverer of hairlines. Anyway, back to the game. That's over. Aston Villa 5, Hibernian 0. A difficult watch for Hibs fans, but they gave a good account of themselves at times. Ultimately, Villa have much stronger quality and, well, they look very good going into the second leg next Thursday. In fact, you'd imagine a lot of children were playing in that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's everything for today.
Nice
Player of the match.
Ollie Watkins, he scored a hat-trick.
I got Digne, hat-trick of assists. That was fun. It was fun, wasn't it, Nick Nack? We'll be back on Sunday for all Premier League fans from Newcastle versus Liverpool. If you want to see the second leg of this, we'll be live next Thursday from 8 o'clock. And before that, we'll be live for the Champions League draw at 5 o'clock on Thursday. So, loads of streams coming up over the next couple of weeks. Should be good. Very, we've got a load of other Premier games as well coming up. And, of course, the internationals at the start of September. So, loads of streams coming up. Harry, what have you got to say?
We are 9 likes. So, if you haven't liked the stream, do hit
and there are 10 people watching.
So one of you hasn't.
One of you hasn't. But yeah, and also if you're looking for something to watch after this, you're thinking, oh, I've had a lovely stream, but now I need to go watch something. Podcast today, we spoke about all the Premier League action from the weekend. It's a great one. It's very funny. We're in it. There you go. That's everything for today, though. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.